Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to, I don't think it's in the title, but day 363 of Brighter Shores. So, 2 days from the 1 year anniversary of the game. I do have a rough kind of outline. I'm probably not going to be really editing it down much, but kind of just do like a brief overview retrospective kind of video on the 5th, because of course that would be the 1 year anniversary of the game. So I figured we'd do that since we've technically since launch only covered one video. We just kind of did like an overview video of our thoughts and everything like 1 week after launch. So this will be our first video in almost a year, minus 1 week. But yeah, we'll be doing that on Wednesday. But today, of course, November 3rd, we have ourselves the new quest. It's been in the making for quite a while. This was originally going to be almost like the 2nd or 3rd quest added to the game, but then they started working Gatherer skill into Botanist. And because of that, assuming this quest ends up utilizing Botanist in some way, they had to basically delay this quest by quite a while. This quest got delayed by pretty much like half a year or so, but it is finally out. It is the 3-star quest for Hope Forest, so I haven't looked at anything related to this quest. I mentioned in the past that this quest would maybe add some kind of like beehive venture, which I'm not sure if it does, but that'd be kind of cool if it does. But main reason I mentioned this is back before the Botanist rework, there wasn't any venture in all of Chapter 2. It was the only area without one. So I wouldn't be surprised if they still have that as a residual kind of feature with this quest, because originally there was no venture in this chapter, so maybe they needed a way to get a venture in this chapter. So having some kind of beehive venture would be very, very likely as a reward, because I can't really think of much else what they would do. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of honey ingredient? Who knows, maybe we got a new food thing for Chapter 1 when they go do the rework or something with the milestone update. But yeah, in our latest quest, Beecause, the bees of Hope Forest have gotten lost and the beekeeper needs your help to find them. You can start this 3-star side quest by talking to the beekeeper in Apiary area. I believe it's a new area. I don't recall that area, which is located off Leafy Lane in Hope Forest. I still don't know where that is. And lead developer for Beecause were Samuel and Daniel. Oh yeah, they ended up, Samuel ended up quitting. So Daniel had to finish the quest as well. That was another reason why this got delayed. I'm not sure if I got fired to quit or what. He was the community manager for the game at one point who was also siding on doing some of the quests. But I think he left about a month or 2 ago. Either left and or quit and or whatever on earth happened. I don't think it was posted publicly what exactly happened there. But he is gone and he has been replaced with Daniel for this quest. So good job, Daniel, for finishing it out. We also have the biggest leak they have ever done in the history of the game so far as like an outlook on how milestones is going to work and their future plans. I won't be going over this too much now, as I mostly want to cover this in the 1 year retrospective video, as there's a lot of juicy things here, with some of the more noteworthy things being a bunch of mini games for pretty much all the skills in Chapter 3 and 4, as well as a dungeon for every single skill, which is kind of crazy to think about what exactly they would do for that. I know if you were to compare this to something like RuneScape, which pretty much every single time it has to be compared to, there is such a thing like this in RuneScape. The first one that comes to mind is Volcanic Mine. It is a mining-only dungeon that generally people skip, but it's actually a really good activity that gives you a bunch of various loot and everything, but it's basically only mining. It has a little bit of combat, mostly tanking, so you still have to, like, you know, drink healing, in this case, you know, in the case of Brighter Shores, drink healing potions. So you keep taking chip damage and have to dodge mechanics, but the entirety of the EXP that you get during it is mining related. And it is both solo and multiplayer Volcanic Mine. Generally people solo it, but it can be done with, I think, like 20 people, 30 people. Normally I think like 3 to 5 man is normally the best way to do it, because you want to have only 1 rock. If you go too many people, you start having 2 rocks or 3 rocks. So you normally want to do whatever the number is for only 1 rock. But most people just do it solo because it's so hard to find a team. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how this works out if they do this for every single skill in Brighter Shores, as this is something RuneScape hasn't even done. They've done it for a couple skills. I can't think of any other one off the top of my head other than mining though, but I'm pretty sure they've done it for a couple other. I guess you could kind of consider Winter Todd as a fire making one, even though it gives a few other EXPs. It's kind of like a fire making dungeon in a sense. So what exactly to do with this will be interesting to see, like how big of a difference there is between like a skilling minigame and a skilling dungeon, given that I don't know, to some degree I feel like they're kind of the same thing, but I'm curious to see exactly how they differentiate them from a skilling minigame. Like how much of a difference is like a smithing dungeon going to be compared to the blacksmith filtration station minigame? Like what's the difference going to be between a smithing minigame and a smithing dungeon? So it'd be interesting to see exactly how that's going to work out, and how is that going to work out? We have no clue, but we'll find out soon. Anyways, let's go do this quest already. Anyways, where are we? These things will reset later. Let's go into our main account. What is he doing right now? Is he making potions? I think he's still making potions from last night. Yep. We're currently on, I was actually AFKing these at one point just because why not? And I ended up getting enough of them that I can actually go make this potion now, the 8% Chronopolis AFK potion. So now we're making not only the 8% AFK Chronopolis potions, but also actively, we're making the 8% active potions. So we're double dipping the 8%. We're going to have so much XP pots for Chronopolis. It is going to be so free to go get 500 all there later, especially since Merchant is so quick, unless they end up nerfing it to the ground when they end up doing the milestone update. But assuming it still maintains a lot of its usefulness, yeah, it's going to be nice. But beyond that, yeah, it's where the stats are sitting. Nothing really noteworthy to really mention. Just, you know, been poking at them. Mostly been keeping up with dailies, resetting these. All like, hey, I'm a butts around. But anyways, of course, don't forget, if you still want to go do the Halloween event. Oh, I need to go reset my other thing. But if you want to go do the Halloween event, it is still available for the next, I think it's I think it's the 17th. So 2 Mondays from now. Not next week's Monday, but the following week's Monday, the Halloween event will end. So you still have 2 weeks to go and complete out the event. So if there's anything you want to go and do with that, mask-wise, or unlocking all of them on any of your accounts, or all 3 of the accounts, it is the last 2 weeks to do so. So make sure to do so, as I'm not sure if we're covering another stream by then. Actually, we will be, because I believe on that exact day, another new quest is coming out. I think they said like every 2 weeks they're going to try to get a quest out now, or at least for this week and next week. I'm not sure if they're going to do it every 2 weeks ever. But they do have another quest coming out exactly 2 weeks from now, which is exactly when the Halloween event ends. I believe it's the 4-star quest for Mines of Mantubin. It's the one that ends up utilizing, if we go bring it up real quick, it's the one that ends up utilizing, I assume, all the current dead end rooms that they end up adding in the other patch. So it should definitely end up utilizing up here. Hopefully with a teleport portal to get here, which would be so nice. So it's either to get that smithing room, but it probably also utilizes this room over here that they end up adding in that other patch, which is still a dead end. Unless they're used for the 7-star quests. There's a chance that not both of them are used for the 4-star quest, but I assume they would be. I don't know. We'll find out when we end up getting it soon. And yeah, that'll be 2 Mondays from now, unless they delay it. But I believe it was already done based on the thingy, so it should be pretty soon. Anyways, let's go do this quest already. I have no clue what the requirements, anything is with it. Let me just go reset the daily real quick. Although that will set it pretty high at night, but oh well. But let me go reset it real quick, and then we'll go and be on our way. Let me go deposit all these, reset our adventure real quick, and be good to go. And then we'll go figure out where this quest even is. So there it is, the 3-star Beecause event, which is pretty much middle ground for this place. I assume it requires around 30s. Yeah, it requires 30 to 39 in Botanist, Woodcutting, and Carpenter. Interesting that it uses all 3. So it does require all of them. All my alt accounts are up to this point already, as they do have 40 plus. I think they're almost like 50 all at this point. So they should be able to go and do this. But yeah, if you're looking to do this, it is around the 30 to 39 for all 3 of the skills in the area. I haven't actually checked the exact numbers. The wiki probably has the exact number that you need for each one. But unfortunately, the in-game one only gives you the 10-level range. I hope that's something they change in the future. I'm not sure why they couldn't just say, hey, you need 35 botanists. Hey, you need 32 woodcutting. Hey, you need like 38 carpenter or whatever it is. Obviously, it's probably not those exact numbers, but you know what I'm saying. I wish I gave you the exact numbers rather than just number range. Because you could start this quest, let's say, with all 30s, and it's like, oh, nope, you actually need like all 32s. So it'd be nice if they actually gave the exact number. Obviously, that's not an issue for us, but, you know, just generally speaking, especially with new accounts or just anything else. What am I doing? I am going to figure out where this is. I'm not even sure where to teleport to. Where am I trying to head to in this place? Where is anything? Let's see. Look for dead-end rooms that have been added. Oh, I see one over there. Where else is there a room I've never been to? There's one over there. Does checking the quest thing tell me where it is? Is there like an auto path thing? Yes, the apiary. Not yet discovered. Ooh, okay, it's in a new room. Let me try northeast first, and then we'll try wherever on earth the other one was that we were just looking at. Where is it? I don't even see it now. But we'll check one at a time. Let me go check northeast first, see if it's over there, and then we'll go from there. Teleport to Hope Forest North, which you could do after completing out the Forgotten Things quest. Something I need to go do today, actually, on the other 2 accounts. Not sure if we're going to bother streaming it, but I do need to go do Forgotten Things. We actually did it on, the last time we did it was on Thanksgiving of last year. I remember because it was the last quest we needed to fully complete out the, not Brighter Spores, the Forgotten Things. But this was the last quest we needed to complete out the all quests when we ended up doing it last time around. Honeycomb Cove. Ooh. Nice, nice. There's a guy over there. Interesting. We got a bee over there. Got a guy on an island. How do you even get to that island? Ooh. Because I don't see any way to actually get there. Okay, is this the area we need to be in? The Honeycomb Heights. No. This is not the right one. which means I need to go find the other location then, which was over there. So let me go back to Central and go head over to that other area then. It seems like this is some area that we have to go to after the fact, and we came here early, unfortunately. Alright, let me go check over there. Walking, walking, walking. There's no other room I can see that's opened up. Oh, no, there's one over there as well. There's one over there. We'll check this one first, and then we'll go check the snake path. The snake path definitely seems like something that's not going to be the one we have to go to first. That's where the quest item was for forgotten things as well. So maybe they put another quest item there and just put it on the room beside it. There we go. I found it. Hey, Shore Central is here as well. I have found the quest. Alright, let's talk to the crying beekeeper. My bees, my precious little workers, they're gone. I'm in a real hive of trouble without them. Oh gosh, they're gonna make a bunch of bee jokes, aren't they? They're gonna make like every bee dad joke you can make. What happened to them? Did something scare them off? Something came through here and destroyed all me hives. And now, they're out there scattered across the forest. And I need them back. Do you know, what could have done this? Based on the footprints, I would assume some kind of bear. Oh, we gotta go kill a bear. Though, was there a combat requirement? Though we know where bears are. This is northwest from here. That would make sense. Bears are known to love honey. They certainly do. What happened to them? Did something scare them off? Would you like me to assist in the recovery of said bees? Indeed. Will you be my hero? Sure. Do you have any idea where they could be and what the reward is for this quest? Bless you. Here's the plan. Head into the forest and find my bees. They're clever little things, so they might be hidden in flowers, buzzing near streams, or even worse. Once you've gotten them, bring them back here, safe and sound. Oh, and then we're going to have to make a bunch of beehives with Carpenter, go get some kind of wood to go make the beehives. Okay, so we're basically going to use Botanist to go get the bees, probably. Woodcutter to go get some wood that we need for the remaking of the structures. And then Carpentering the beehives to go create the 6 beehives. It also makes me assume we have to go find 6 bees. I see that your beehives have been seen better days. Oh, he's mentioning it as well. Yes, they certainly have. You wouldn't mind helping fixing the beehives too, would you? I don't have the wood, however. Oh yeah, and then there will probably be a venture here. Come on, please, give us a venture. Also, I like how it has like one of those little info kiosks over here. That's kind of funny. 4 logs should be enough for each hive. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of logs then if you need 6 of them. That's like a whole inventory. Hopefully the bees don't take up inventory. The bees probably go in your key item, so I assume only the logs will take our inventory then. What do you mean by logs though? There's a lot of different log types. 4 logs should be enough for each hive. They were previously made with coarse oak. Oh, I'm gonna have to downgrade. Or can we use a higher upgraded one? But yeah, I'll do coarse oak. I don't think I have any banked, but we can go, actually I can just go buy it real quick. It's probably quicker. Why can't they all live together in one hive? Don't be silly. Queens can't live together. Oh, they're all queens. Interesting. Anything else I should know? Right. So, find the bees and fix the hives. Anything else I should know? Before we get going, take these. Is this something to go grab the bees with? Yeah, jars. Oh, he gives you guarantee the jars, so you don't need to worry about it. Nice. In case you somehow have 0 jars. So you don't have to go out of your way to go get them. You will need to secure the bees for transportation back to me. And don't forget to calm the bees before putting them in the jar. How do I go about calming the bees? You will need something called a bee smoker. I think whatever scared them away, the bees also stole my bee smoker. Of course they did. Fortunately, I believe Timberwell Supplies may stock them. Okay, we're going to have to go there anyways to buy 4 wood. So there's 6 hives. What is 6 times 4? That's 24, right? Oh, that's a full inventory. Okay, we should be good then. And then all the other things go in our key items. So that's a full inventory of wood then. Unless I did a quick early maths wrong in the morning. Which is afternoon at this point. Still feels like morning though. Find La Bee, Maybe, Phoebe, Shelby, Ruby, and Barbie. Bring them all back, and I'll make it worth your while. It better be worth our while. That is why this is a really heavy text dump start. I'll take it though. They really wanted to get all the introductions out of the way so you could just do the whole quest at once. I guess I'll ask where each one is individually. Hopefully it updates it in our quest log. Let me double check to make sure it is, and we're not just doing this for no reason. But I assume I click each one of these and it'll update our quest log as to where it is, so I don't have to come back to them and check where it is later. Where can I find Labee? Labubu. I have heard screams coming from Timberwell Green. Please tell me this updates it. All right, Libby, please tell me this gets updated. Come on. That would likely be Libby. She tends to chase people. I would suggest checking it out. Okay, good. It gets updated. Okay, good. All right, I don't need to remember all this. Or do them one at a time. We're going to find Maybe. Which of course is Maybe. Obviously. The beast that destroyed my hives was seen chasing Maybe back towards her home hive. She was born there before I rescued her to my apiary. The hive is situated north of here, near to the beer clearing. Where can I find Phoebe? I know of some Hope Forest citizens being tormented by ants. Maybe it was something to do with the Phoebe attacking their nests. Head east, and you should find them there. How about Shelby? Where can I find the fourth bee? Shelby loves the smell of pine wood. However, I have heard rumors of a cursed Venus bee trap around these parts. The bee trap has a big appetite, and I worry that Shelby may be too close to it. If you see one, you can kill it by following its roots and chopping the tip of each of its roots with an axe. Okay, that's why we need wood cutting. We're gonna find Ruby. Somebody from Timberwell claimed to have seen Ruby heading northeast. I hear a local hermit is complaining of her appearance in his garden. I would go with caution. He can be known to be odd. And where can I find Barbie? I don't think you'll be able to find her. Sorry? We don't actually know where Barbie is. How do you not know where she might be? She lives in her own little world. I do how in a Barbie world. No, they made a reference to it. Oh gosh. I do, however, know she used to enjoy looking at the boats go by. Wow. Anyways, what do I need to repair the beehives? I think it just said the coarse oaks to fully repair each hive, and there's 6 of them. Okay, let me go get all the coarse oak right now before I forget. All right, and I'll be right back. All right, let me go get that immediately and see if any of the other objectives are nearby. And of course, we can use the new quest from the most recent quest they added, the Timberwell Village teleport. So we'll go ahead over there. I guess we'll just do it from top to bottom. This is probably not the most efficient way to do it, but I was gonna do it for top to bottom for sanity's sake. So first, let's get all the wood. And then we'll go worry about each bee, starting with a bee, and work our way down to what we need to do. Actually, this one needs to be Timberwell Green, so this works out perfectly. Also, didn't they say that Timberwell Supplies had a smoker? Let me go buy that real quick. Or do I have to talk to them? Do you have a smoker I can buy for the quest? No. Can I talk to you to buy a smoker for the quest? Do you happen to have a smoker? Yes, I do. Why do you need it? I'm collecting some rogue bees for a beekeeper. I was told a bee smoker might calm them. Blimey, sounds like a right fuss. Please, take this old one I have laying around. Oh, nice, we got it for free. Do we need to spend any money for it? Perfect. Alright, next order of business. Let's go buy all the wood we need, which is basically just a whole inventory of coarse oak. Because I have a feeling every single thing for this quest should go in our key item and not in our inventory. So we should be able to just do that immediately. Also, can I just make the hives immediately as well? Or do I have to make them at the spot? Coarse oak. Yep, give me all your coarse oak. Only 12 silver. What a steal. Alright. Each beehive require... Okay, let me see if I have to, like, craft them or something. I don't think I do. But since we're already in the area, let's see. Do I have to? No. Beehive? No. Do I have to talk to this guy and ask about a beehive? No. Do I have to talk to this guy and ask about a beehive? No. Okay, so I probably just bring... Okay, let me just bring the wood to him then. Let's see if I can just make them on the spot, and then we just bring each bee to the beehives then. Oh, I do need to come back here to go do the location I was just doing, though, because the bee was in that area. Should have probably done that before I went back, but oh well. I'm going to make all the hives now just to get all this wood out of our inventory in case we need some more inventory for whatever reason. And then we'll just go from top to bottom, starting with a little bee. But let's see if this works. I assume I just click on the spot and it'll just build a beehive then? Unless there's some more complicated thing I need to go do to go end up crafting them. Or hopefully this is just as simple as click each one, build it, good to go, get some carpenter XP. Click on it, use item on, oak. Yep, easy as that. Perfect. You have partially repaired the beehive using 2 law. Oh gosh, they're gonna make it multiple steps. This is definitely looking like a venture to me. Which makes sense. We kind of already knew this like half a year ago that this was almost guaranteed going to be a venture. The main reason being is that this place didn't have any ventures back then. Wait, what is this? You found a mysterious B-shaped stone whilst repairing the hive. Huh. I wonder where this goes. Interesting. Actually, that was something that was in RuneScape 3, wasn't it? I should have been playing old school so much, I almost forgot about that mechanic. But there used to be a really old mechanic that I'm pretty sure still in that game where you would just do various skilling activities and you would get this weird stones that you would bring back to the museum, or I think actually back to your house at one point. But I think these days you do to the museum and you get like EXP lamps or something for it. But there's like every single skill end up dropping just like a random stone. And it's like, oh, what does this do? And that's what this reminds me of. The B-shaped stone. Oh, they're all different color too. Nice. Probably matches the color of the bee for each one. A little weird that you have to do it in 2 steps though. That's fine. Make us work twice as hard for building each one. But yeah, if this is a venture, I might start running this venture. Because my ventures are starting to get outside of my level range, and I only have to do the merchant venture 7 more times for me to have all the alchemy banked for level 375, I believe it was. So if I do the venture for basically 7 more days, so another week until next Monday, for the current cinnamon sticks that we're running, I should have enough cinnamon sticks with all the grapes I already bought in order to have, assuming they don't change the leveling too much when they do the 50 milestone, but assuming this XP is about the same or better for doing the Chronopolis 8%, assuming it's about the same XP or even better XP than it is now, then I should have 375 bank, so we can start doing that boost potion and AFK that to 393, and then from there I have no clue what we do for alchemy. Hopefully the level 50 milestone changes gives us something to do. That's the current plan, is we have 375 banked, assuming the 50 milestone doesn't ruin it, and then we do this AFK all the way until we get bottlenecked out of it, because this potion's really strong, and then after that, hopefully there'll be some other potion that's added that we'll be able to go and do. Otherwise, we kind of hit a dead end. We kind of need to do a bad potion or expend to do a really expensive potion. But anyways, let's go find these bees. Where are we at? So I assume this is for one of the puzzles in one of the areas or something. So let's start all the way over in Labie. So Labie is in Timberwell Green. So let me go head over there. Luckily, it's really quick to get back there with the teleport, since we have access to all the teleports in this area now. So let's go teleport over to Timberwell. And up there's Silver Central doing a bunch of emotes. I probably should have said hi to him. But nice to see he's still around. Alright, Timberwell Green. Who am I looking for? The beekeeper heard screams from Timberwell Green. And she likes to chase people, so she's probably chasing one of the kids over here. Yep, here we go. Somebody help me! Alright, let me go use item on. Use the spray on it. Use the jar on it. And is that it? And then we bring it back. Like, I'll probably get all 6 bees and then bring them back all at once so we don't have to keep going back there. Thanks for saving me from that bee. I'm happy I could have helped. I don't think this shirt helped. The floral shirt, that's funny. Gosh, that is the most I'm on vacation getup I've ever seen. Sandals, floral shirt, floral hat, straw hat, shorts. It's only one I have until the rest of my stuff arrives. Are you new to the area? Indeed. I've recently traveled from Nishelwabu. Is that a new location we're going to get in Chapter 7? The journey was extremely long, but I'm glad to finally be here. Interesting. Thanks for saving me. Alright. So he doesn't actually give us anything. He's just a new guy here. Alright. I wasn't sure if he'd give us some kind of reward thing. That'd be cool if they added like another shop here or something. Since this guy's just standing here. But they've already set the precedent that they could just do a shop just standing there. So hey, why not another? Anyways. So we got one. Check. Is that Labie? Does it say which one? Yeah, Labie. So Labie is done. It's just not checked off since I haven't turned it in. Next is the one at the bear clearing. So let me go ahead all the way over to Northwest. And we'll keep going from there. Don't forget to have Beekeeper teach you about the birds and the bees. I wonder if they'll make a joke to that. I think the funniest joke in this quest was the Barbie world one. And that she's in her own world. Her own Barbie world. That's definitely the funniest joke in this quest so far. Is the Barbie world bee joke. Because it's Barbie. And because it's spelled like that, no copyright. Alright, let's go find maybe. So this one's in the bear clearing. Which one of these rooms is bear clearing? It looks like the big one. Because technically there's 2 bear rooms here. It's in the primary one. Alright, what am I looking for here? I'm not seeing a bee. Do I have to, like, kill a bear? What does it say? The beekeeper said maybe was chased back to her old hive north of the apiary near the bear clearing. Alright, maybe it's one of these other rooms, even though it's pointing to this room then. I'm not seeing anything here related to it. But there's 2 other rooms here, so it could be in either of these other 2. There's the bee hive, but that was for different quests. It's not related to this quest. Wait, can you get through here yet? No, this isn't related to the quest, right? No, that's just cavern thing. Oh, Keef Rock. Oh, wait, hold! Oh, we're in! We're in. We can finally go down here. Oh, I wonder if it's going to utilize the other little cubby hole then. Because there's another cubby hole. Oh, no! This looks like a puzzle. And there's a bunch of people stuck here. Oh, no. This looks like a puzzle. I'm scared. No! Wiki? Hello, Wiki. I would at least like a completed image. Hello, Wiki. Emergency Wiki, break glass. I'll keep this open. I need to go do this on the other 2 accounts. Quick. Emergency Wiki. Emergency Wiki. Let me just do it on this one. Emergency Wiki. What's this called again? Be something. Because. Hold. I just want the completed image. Oh no, there's not one here. Oh no. How could you do this to me, Wiki? Okay, I might come to it last and hope the Wiki has an image for it by the time we come back. We could do it without it, but this would be so much easier with a completion image. So we're going to skip this one for now. We'll be back, though. Though I could look back on my stream and take a screenshot of it when it was completed. Or maybe it resets every time you go back in. Let me go check something. If I go back in, can I take a screenshot of it real quick? Is it going to be like fully completed and then reshuffle? No, I need to go take it from the stream. Okay. So I have to look back in the stream and just take a screenshot of it then if the wiki doesn't have one by then. But for now, we'll skip that one in hopes that the wiki has one by the time an hour goes by. Because I want to have the solve for, obviously not like every single turn that you need to do, but at least like the image of what the final image is, just to make it a little bit easier. Alright, so let's go to Phobie now. The beekeeper told me to head east within the forest, where some citizens have reported being tormented by ants. Interesting. That could be anywheres. East in the forest? The beekeeper told me east within the forest, where some citizens have been reported being tormented by ants. I'm trying to think of areas where ants would be, like this cave or something. But there's no citizens here, so probably not. It's really vague as to where that could be. East within the forest, where citizens are. It could be at the watchtower. I'm trying to think where else there is citizens east. And let's talk about that one guy in that one room, but I feel like that's for something else. It feels like it's Barbie, because she's on her own island. So that's probably for the Barbie one over there. Oh no, we could always talk to them and just see. If we accidentally start a different bee, then that's fine. Oh, actually, should be able to tell, because if I use the search signal... Actually, I could just teleport it here, too. But if I use the search signal here, it should hopefully tell me the name of the bee. And I assume this is Barbie. That red one over there. Right, which bee is this? Okay, it doesn't tell me. Alright, what happens if I chop this tree? You shouldn't do this without permission. Perhaps you should find the owner of the tree. Okay. And then that makes a bridge to get over here. That's how someone was over there earlier. So I'm not sure which one this is for, but it's probably not Phobie. I assume this is Barbie. What are you doing in my house? I don't mean to bother you, but I need to rescue a bee. Okay, but this doesn't answer why you're in my house. Well, the bee is in your garden, hovering by the bench under a tree. And what do you want me to do about that? Well, I need to find a way to cross the river. So chop down the river tree. Really? Oh, you'll let me chop it down just like that? It's pronounced Phoebe? Oh, yeah, true. I always do Phoebe. But yeah, it is Phoebe, isn't it? That tree has been a right eyesore for years. I would be glad to be rid of it. Go, before I change my mind. Alright, well, that was easy. I'm going to rob you real quick while I'm here. There's also a free flower pot here. Oh, I can't take it, though. A flower pot with seeds already planted. Just needs a little bit of water. Oh, I can't use item on. What level leak is this? You're going to drop me the lowest level leak? You're not even worth robbing. Hey, you got woodcutting XP for that, though. That makes sense. I'm not sure why. I thought a bridge would form here. I'm not sure why I would think that. I thought we were going to use our carpenter skill to, like, make this into a bridge. But no, he literally just cut the tree and walked on the tree. It makes sense. Oh, this one's ruby. Okay, that makes sense. Use item on. Spray. She is too far to use the bee smoker on. I will need to find something to lure her down with first. And I can just chill here. Alright, let me talk to the guy again. It's probably related to the plant. This is probably where the botanist comes in. I probably need to go water his plant. And then that plant forms into something that she'll land on. And then we spray her and get her down. Still doesn't have info on it. Let me talk to him again. I chopped the river tree down and crossed the river. Okay. But this doesn't answer why you're in my house again. Well, the bee is too high for me to capture. And what do you want me to do about that? You wouldn't have anything I could use to catch it. You're just trying to destroy my little peace retreat, aren't you? Sorry? Take that plant pot over there. I'm sure it'll be attracted to the flowers. Flowers? Well, obviously, you'll need to grow them first. I only just planted the seeds. That's a good idea. Brilliant. Now leave my house. All right, not before robbing you one more time. Oh, we only got his money. That's fine. Oh, we got a log, too. It's only a low-tier one, though. How do I water this? It has some seeds in the soil. Do I have to go to the botanist's house for this, or can I just do it here? We're about to find out. I assume we could just put it here, and it'll let us do everything to it. So if I just use item on... Yeah, there we go. All right. And then we water it, fertilize it, whatever else. And then we spray it. Oh, it's the same flower that was in the other area, back where you end up picking your class. That's interesting. Alright, spray it. Capture it. Alright, 2 down, 4 to go, and 1 ultra annoying one to go. Alright, so we did it a bit out of order. Let's see if I can go find those citizens now. So let's go back to Maybe. So I have found Maybe in a mysterious bee cave. I did? Oh, yeah. That's not the one I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do Phoebe right now. So the beekeeper told me that to head east, within the forest, where some citizens have reported being tormented by ants. So I'm trying to think of any room that has citizens in it that is east from there. This is technically an east room. I don't see any ants here, though. That's the guy for the woodcutting AFK. There's a couple different ones here. I know there's a tower. There's another one over there. Let me go back to Central. Just trying to think of every room that has any amount of citizens that are east from there, which is why we checked this one first. Since that was a new citizen guy that they added. But I'm trying to think of any existing room east from there that already had citizens in it. The only ones I could think of is the tower over there and all the places that are like woodcutting AFK. Like this one over here. And this added a new NPC, which could be annoying because we have no clue what room that's in. Yeah, here's Claude. But I see a distinct lack of ants. So I'm going to go try the watchtower room. And if it's not that, maybe it's the other room that connects this other area then. Oh yeah, it could be that new room. Wait. There's a new room over here. Let me try utilizing that one. I almost forgot about this room. Let me try that one first. There's the Forgotten Things tree. But this is definitely used for one of them. So let's do whatever bee is over here. Or whatever progress is needed since we're already in the area. Because 100% you need it for the quest since this room just got added. Alright, is this the ant-related room? Yes. Okay, we have found Phoebe. Oh, is this going to be like a Hollowed Sepulchre kind of thing where you have to dodge them all? This definitely looks like a dodge. Actually, you know what this also reminds me of? What's that one game called? Oh, gosh. Is it called Frogger? What is that one arcade game where you have to, like, go across with a frog on a bunch of lily pads while everything else is going on? It reminds me of that. So this is going to be a really cycle-based system. So boom, boom, boom. All right, there we go. Boom, it's safe. Boom, get a diagonal. Boom, go straight. Okay, we're good to go. Wait till this one cycles. Boom, then do a diagonal over there. Boom, and then... Oh, I went too early! Oh, do I have to go all the way from the start? I do. Oh, gosh. Gotta be careful with this. All right, so let me just be patient and wait for the cycle. No need to rush it. So wait for this ant to go out, and then we should just be able to go. For this one, we'll go wide, and then we should just be able to go straight. Yeah, this looks like a straight and then wait angle. Straight, then wait. Yeah, straight here, and then boom. Okay. What is the angle for this one? I think we just immediately go here once in cycle. Yeah, I think this is immediately go here angle. And then we just run it? Is this going in the same pattern or is it offset? I feel like it's offset slightly. So you'd have to go here. Pretty much ignore this first one. Just go here after that one leaves. And then what do you do after that? Can you just make a straight line? It almost feels like a straight line angle. I was trying to see where the other ones are coming from. No! I was waiting for the other. I was paying so much attention to the further one. No! Alright. Alright, we're back. So we need to get a straight line there. I'm trying to see if we need a backtrack or not. I'm waiting for that one to go. Yeah, that was my concern with going there. I'm waiting for like this cycle right here. Got it! Yeah! Gosh, that pattern's annoying, but we got it, we got it, we got it. First try! Alright, use item on jar. And then we'll deliberately get hit, so that will reset us to the beginning, right? Yeah, perfect. Alright, 3 down, 3 to go, one of which is absurdly annoying, though. Also, how's Going to Shores been doing? It's been a lot of fun still. Mostly just been keeping up with dailies lately, but all the new content they've been adding is nice. Would just be nice if we got more new content. But we'll be doing a retrospective video on it in 2 days, going over some of the new stuff that they're adding over the next year or so, with the big mega roadmap that they posted about a week ago. And yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff. If they actually did everything on the roadmap, the game's looking really solid in about another like year from now. Or however long it takes them to go implement all that. Alright, where are we now? So, Libby, we got it. Maybe this was in a puzzle room that I'm going to wait on. It's probably the last one we'll do. Phoebe, we literally just got it. That was the puzzle we just did. Shelby. The beekeeper told me that Shelby loves the smell of pine wood and that there is a cursed Venus bee trap within the forest. If you find Venus bee trap, I can kill it by following its roots and cutting the tip of each root. Interesting. So, pine tree. The easiest way to do this is to go to our log and figure out where on earth pine trees are. Oh gosh, there's a billion rooms where pine trees exist. Oh, this is like right in the middle area. Interesting. Okay. So let me go to central, go down. So this is in this whole area over here. Drinking a fear potion here might actually be kind of useful, but we'll see if there's anything in the room or not. I have a feeling they didn't put it in either of the 2 combat rooms, but I'll still check them first just in case they did. Is there anything in this combat room? No. Is there anything in the other combat room? So my assumption is they made it go into all the pine rooms that aren't the combat 2, so just so it wouldn't be annoying. So if that's the case, let me start from the most northeastern pine tree then. Because there should be one right over here, north of this room. So I'll check that room first and then work our way down. And then go from there. Alright, where is anything? Is there any roots over here? No. Alright, so it would have to be over here then. What did the quest helper say again? The beekeeper told me that Shelby loves the smell of pine wood. We're in the Pinewood rooms. And that the forest is cursed with a Venus bee trap. Venus bee trap. Okay, let me go all the way to the furthest pine room and then start just going to every pine room. Has to be in one of these. Oh, this looks promising. Alright, what am I doing here? Investigate. You see the roots of the bee trap running in the following directions. A root running west, a root running east, a root running south, and a root running north. Oh, interesting. West. If that's not in this room, that means it's like way over. So basically we have to find 4 roots somewheres. And it's in each cardinal direction from this room. So let me go do east first, since that seems like the closest one. And it should be marked whenever we do the sensor bar. Dropping in for a bit, but hopefully you'll see you in the Gems of War stream tonight. Oh yeah, we'll be around at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Gems of War tonight. It'll be our last stream for Gems of War before our birthday as well. These are birthdays tomorrow. I will still be doing a little bit of streaming during the day. I was going to do some co-op game that Isabel wanted to play together. It's like some cozy farm sim kind of game-like thing. Oh, I found the route. Or at least the leading of the route. But I'll be doing that tomorrow on her birthday for the morning. Then I'm probably going out with my mom for birthday dinner. And then have some plans for night with a friend for the nighttime. So I'm pretty much busy all of tomorrow. We'll be streaming in like the morning. Then a nice dinner. And then the rest of my night already have planned. So pretty much the whole day. From start to finish. Alright, there we go. But we'll be streaming some tomorrow. Just won't be Gems of War, Brighter Shores, or anything. What are we doing? I successfully cut the tip of the north root. Wait, that was the north root? Oh no, the tip of the root in that one. Never mind. I'm adding the word north. I assume that was the east root then. So we still have the other directions to go do. Let me go do the south route next. I assume that's all the way in the clearing, because the main thing that's south is this little strip right here. So it's probably somewhere in that strip going in that direction, since it's perfectly south of that room. Oh, somebody just got updated. Oh no, it's right here. Is this east? I assume this is the east one, if that was the north one then. Alright, well I got 2 of them. Let me go check to see if this other one is the south one or not. Because this is just way too perfectly south for this not to be the south route. Like one over... Oh no, not there, the other one. Alright, is there any routes going down over here? No. Maybe the route I just got was the south route. I'm still going to keep checking just in case, though. I'm not seeing any signs here. Oh, I see a sign here. Oh, no, I found a different bee on accident. Oh, let me just go grab it, then. I have no clue which bee this is, but... This might just be a grab it and go kind of bee. Oh, it's Barbie. We found Barbie. Is she going to run away when I try spraying her? Or is it just this easy? But yeah, we accidentally found Barbie. Yeah, that's nice. A free Barbie while trying to get the roots. Oh yeah, that means we already know where all the rest of the bees are then. Because that means we got to finish this root puzzle, which we need to find 1 to the west and I guess 1 north then? Because I assume that one we just got earlier was the south one, since there's none in here. So we still need to get west and north then. And then we just got to do the really annoying puzzle. Which I'm going to need to look back in the stream to find the solve for. Or hope that the wiki has it in the next like 20 minutes. Because I need like the completed image to at least look at while we're doing it. Where on earth is west from here? So this could be the room right here. Oh, I found some roots. Okay, it's north from here. I found some roots. I found some roots. I found some roots. I keep following the roots. Okay, they're over here. Is either the west one or the north one. I assume this is west. Is that it right there? No, where is it? It's still going. Where's this thing going to? It's going like all the way back. How far is this thing going? Where is this thing? Maybe this is the north one, because Gosh is going for. Ah, there it is. Okay, now we have one more left, but I have no clue what direction it is. I guess if I go back to the plant, it will tell me. But at this point, it might just be better just to search around and see if we find some random roots. If I don't find any, I'll go back to the plant because it had a list there of where the directions were. And it will tell me what direction the last one is in if I have these other three then. Because before it just showed me all four because I didn't have any of them unlocked. Oh no, that was a cat. Or fox. I thought that was a root for a second. Alright, we're looking for any sign of rootage. I might just head back to the room. Oh, wait, we found it. But I can't tell what direction it's going. Okay, let's go east. Regardless, there's only two possible options, so. Let me go one way first and then the other way, and then we should be good to go. But it looks like we're going the right direction. It's probably going to be in the other room, or the room all the way north from there. It's probably in the snake room. Because we already used the room to the east, and this is going to put it in there as well. Yeah, it looks like it's going north. So it's probably in the Wraith room or something, or the room right before it. Is that it right there? No, this is another route. Oh, wait, does that mean it's going west? Because that implies it's going west, not east. Alright, let me go west then. Unless this is the start and not the end. In which case I need to go back all the way the other way. Oh no, this might be the start and not the end. No! Unless that does mean go east. Let me go try going east real quick. Maybe just positioned in a really weird spot. But I think this is the starting route, not the end route. Unless it's in the room right over here. But if there's no route in this room, that's definitely the starting route. No! Alright, let me go backtrack. I'll follow it through all the combat rooms just to make sure we track it the entire way. Unless I already did this one. I don't think I did, though. Unless it's in that side room. I could always check that, too. I don't think there was, though. That was just for the other bee puzzle. Yeah, we can already see right here. It's not over there. That was just for the other bee puzzle. Alright, so let's just follow these routes, and it should lead us to where we want to go, then. Now that we found the starting point. Or what it seems like the starting point. I don't know, that still seems weird if it's growing from there, though. Because wouldn't it be the other way around, where this would be leading to it? I don't know, we'll find out. Let's keep following it and see if it goes anywheres. I have a feeling this just goes right back to the plant, though. Huh. Or maybe this was for the other one. Wait, why is it stopping right there? I'm so confused. Oh, wait. There's a route over there. Or are these just routes for the sake of routes? There's so many random routes. I can't tell which route is leading to what route. Okay, let me just reset the puzzle and talk to the plant so we know what direction it's in. Because that would give us an idea, because we might be just going in the complete wrong direction right now. Because these might just be some cosmetic routes. I might just be following nothing. So let me go check the thing itself and get the cardinal direction that is missing. And then we just search that direction. Now, what route have we not gotten? North. Okay. There's a lot of area north we haven't checked. So let me just go over here and check like every room that's not related to a quest location. So let me go check over here. Check this room south. And just start checking literally every room for a plant. Let's see if we eventually find one. So it's not going to be over there because it's a quest location. I'm not seeing any roots over here. Or over there. You know what? Maybe that path we were following earlier was correct and was just way further north than we thought it was. Because that could always be a factor too. Is it was just like mega ultra north. Oh, they changed that room as well. The visuals in it. Oh, is that it right there? Found it. Wow, that one's annoying. Got it though. Alright, now we just have to do the hardest puzzle. Oh gosh. I'm gonna check the wiki, and if not, I need to go check the stream from like half an hour ago or whenever it was. Oh yeah, let me go turn in this plant completion though. Because I still haven't gotten the bee from the plant yet. So let me go do that to finish what we just did. And then we'll go do the big ground bee puzzle. Which is by far the most annoying of the 6. I wish there was a reset button for it so that you could re-see what the puzzle actually is. Otherwise, you have to use a third-party resource to look up what the finished puzzle thing is. Or, you know, the layout of it. You can technically do it without it. It would just be so much more annoying. There it is. Nice blue one. Which one is this one? Shelby. Alright, use item on, spray it. Use item on, jar it. Alright, let's go do the mega puzzle. Hardest one for last. And then we can just turn it all in since we're going to be over there anyways. It works out perfectly. And I assume that's quest completed. I don't think there's anything else we'd have to do. But yeah, nice little scavenger hunt of a quest. Nice little varied amount of puzzles and everything. No mega cool boss fight like the other one, but has a few cool puzzle concepts if nothing else. That's still one reason I kind of want them to add like a treasure hunting skill. I kind of like how they used to have clue scrolls back in the day as like a global skill. Because they can make them randomly generated and do a lot of really fun puzzles with it. And just have like infinite number of puzzles. Because currently there's no piece of content like raid, dungeon, boss, or anything in the game that's like an infinite puzzle currently. You have a bunch of cool one-offs for a bunch of quests, but none of them are infinitely repeatable with some kind of randomness. With some kind of clue scroll, treasure hunter, similar kind of mechanic where you hunt for a bunch of things, you know, kind of treasure at the end, would work out really well for that. Unless they're planning on doing that for all the skilling dungeons and everything else in the future, since they're planning on adding one for each one. Okay, Wiki, please tell me, please, Wiki, have an image. Otherwise, I need to go grab one for my own stream. Please. Where's image? I just need a single screenshot of the completed thing. I don't need a step-by-step for turns. I just need a completed image. No! Wiki. I know this quest just came out, like, earlier today, but still. Alright, let me go look up the stream. 1 second. Let me go all the way back to the beginning of the stream. And figure out where this is. Okay. Okay, I found it. I found it. I'm just gonna have this open on the side. And it will show me the completed bee, which would make this so much easier if we know what the completed image is. There it is. Okay. Give me a better shot of it, though. Oh, no! I don't have a good angle that it brings you in at initially. Because my map was slightly blocking it. Oh, no! Oh, we'll make it work. We'll make it work, though. Let me make this wider. There it is. Okay, my map was slightly blocking it when the puzzle was doing its thing. Alright, there we go. Alright, it should make it a lot easier to see. Turn clockwise. Got it. Okay, those two are correct. That one is correct. That one is correct. This one needs to be turned a couple times. Towards the thing. Alright, that one is correct. This one needs to be turned twice. That one is correct. This one needs to be turned up. That's correct. That's correct. This one needs to be turned up. Then that one goes all the way forward. Should have just done it counterclockwise. Is that correct? Yeah. No, it's the other way around. These needs to be connected there. Then this obviously connects to that. This one needs to be rotated once. And then this connects to both of those. The other way around. Is that correct? I think it is. That plate needs to be over there. This one is hard to tell. But these look like they're already correct. This one needs to be turned once, though, to go over there. This one is going towards the other thing, so one turn should be good, so it connects to there. This one, I can't tell from the image, but it looks like you just have to turn it once. This one, I assume we just turn over there then. I can't see this one because it's blocked, but I assume you just do that. This one I can't see, but I assume that's correct. This one I can't see, but it looks like it's wrong, so let me switch it so it's downwards. And that looks like it's right now. And this one, obviously, you have to turn to connect with that. This one I can't see. I can somewhat see. It looks like it needs to be over here, which makes sense, obviously, connecting to the other thing. That one's correct. That one's correct. This one needs to be connected. Wait, is that already connecting? I can't tell with the guy over it. I think it's wrong. It has to be this way, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now it's correct. This, another guy was on it at the time, so I can't quite see it, but it looks like I need to do that, I think. Yeah, you can see it connecting right there. And then we need to connect this one to the same thing. Good, good. This one needs to be downwards. Not that way. Connecting to the other wing. That wing should already be correct. This needs to connect with that, so that needs to be upwards. That connects downwards then. This one needs to connect with that. Is that it? No. Is that it? I can't tell because someone was standing on it earlier when the screenshot was taken. This looks correct to me now. But something didn't trigger, which makes me think this is wrong. What looks wrong here? There's like one thing that's off somewheres here. And I have no clue what. These are correct. I feel like it's somewheres on the body. Oh, wait. This one. This one's the wrong direction. Because the abdomen thing needs to be downwards. I never bothered adjusting them. There we go. We got it. Oh, that wasn't too bad. But if you're doing this before the wiki has an image, here's your image. There's a couple people on it, but there we go. If anyone needs it, there's your bug image. I can't remove the 3 guys that are on it, though, but there you go. There's the completed image, because the wiki doesn't have one at the moment. I guess they're maybe waiting until they can get a clean image with no one in it, but so many people are doing it that they can't get a clean image. But here it is, maybe. By far the most annoying one to do. But we got it. But it's a lot easier if you have a completion image, obviously. A lot more annoying without it. Ah, there it is. With 4 people over top of it. Alright, anyways, we're out of here. Alright, that should be quest completed. I highly doubt they'll make us do anything after doing all that. That definitely seems like a quest completion angle. Curious to see what the reward is for this. I'm really hoping it's a venture for carpenter, woodcutter, or botanist. 1 to 3. Is this game free? Yes. The first 2 chapters are completely free, which includes what we're doing right now. Everything beyond that is paid, but given that there's so few content in the game right now, you can get so much hours out of just the free-to-play. Like, you can easily play free-to-play for hundreds, if not thousands of hours if you wanted to grind it enough. But there's definitely like a solid like 50, 100 hours of content for free-to-play if you're going to do just like all quests or something. Like just the all unique content. Alright, anyways, beekeeper. Let me go bring all the bees. Oh yeah, shouldn't I just bring them to their beehive? Let me go do that first, and I'll probably talk to them. They're all color-coded. And then hopefully this is a new venture. Because I might start running it, because my other ventures are starting to run short. I'll keep doing the cinnamon venture for 1 more week. As then I'll have all the EXP bank that we need. And then after that, I'm probably going to ditch the other one and hopefully just do a double of this venture. Because there's 6 of them here. Which makes me assume this is going to be a 6 venture where you could eventually do all 6 at once. Which, if that's the case, I didn't even think about that till just now. That is so good. If we eventually have 6 venture slots, and this is a venture that you can do 6 of, this might actually be the best venture in the game for people that don't want to do ventures. Because if this is truly a... I really hope this is... It better be the reward for this quest. I haven't checked it yet. But if the reward for this quest is a 6 venture in 1 room, that is going to be so nice for alt accounts. I hope this is like a 24-hour 6-room venture or something. Because that would be so absurdly quick for resetting. This better not be like an 8-hour venture or something super quick. This better be a 24-hour one, or technically 23-hour one. All right, let's see what it is. Is that everything? You heard about this game last week, trying to find new MMOs? Yeah, it's 1 year old as of 2 days from now. We'll be covering a 1-year video on it on Wednesday. I'll probably be later in the day because I'm probably going to be like sleeping in really late on Wednesday, just because I'm partying all night on tomorrow because it's my birthday. So the retrospective video on Wednesday is probably going to be very late. It's also probably not going to be edited much. I'm probably just going to do it in one take and everything. I have like a general outline of what I want to cover and everything for it. But it's probably just going to be just like talking about everything, going over everything and everything else for the 1-year retrospective thingy. Pretty sure a bunch of other people will probably cover one too, since it's the 1-year mark. Anyways, thank you, Tassa, for returning the bees to me. I'm glad to have been of some help. You're a queen bee yourself. Why, thank you. How would you like to join the Beehive Network Association? Please be a venture. Please be a venture. Please be a 6 venture that is 24 hours long each. That sounds interesting. Come back and speak to me by the network map if you'd like to learn more. Please be a venture. Please be a venture. Please be a venture. And if I had to guess, it's probably for botanist. Like harvesting honey for botanist venture. But there we go. A bunch of EXP for botanist, carpenter, and woodcutting. As well as access to please be a venture to the Beehive Network. Is this a venture? How does this work? What am I even looking at? Portal stone, obelisk. What am I looking at right now? Hope Forest. There's where all the bees were. Exit. What does that do? Info. Wait, what is this? Wait, can I teleport with this? How does this work? Portal stone. I'm confused what this reward even is. Wait. Alright, maybe this isn't a venture. What is this? Is this like a teleportation system? I'm clicking and it's not doing anything. I'm confused what this is. I feel like it's really obvious, but I can't figure it out. How does this work? Let me talk to him and see what he says. Oh, wait, he's not even here. Oh, yeah, he is. He's over here. What does he say about it? Thank you again for rescuing all of my queen bees. What is the Beehive Network? The Beehive Network is a core network for all bee lovers. We have a network of beehives scattered around Hope Forest. These, they amplify the botanist's resources in those areas. Ooh, interesting. Causing these resources to grow back faster. Oh, botanist buff. Thank you. How do I use the Beehive Network? Please, I have no clue. First, you need to find one of the network beehives somewhere in the forest. There are 6 network beehives in total, one for each of the bees here. You can see their locations on the map next to me. These network beehives will also need repairing using wooden logs, just like you did during the apiary beehives. Bear in mind that some of these beehives may require different types of logs than you use for the other beehives. Once you repair the beehive... Oh, is this going to be like an area boost thing? Like a temporary area boost? I feel like RuneScape 3 did this a lot. Ultimate RuneScape doesn't have too many instances of this. I think the only skill that really uses an area boost like this is a global one for farming, where you plant like one plant, it survives for 3 days and gives you a boost to every plant in existence. So this is kind of like that, but for beehives. For botanist skill. But for only for certain areas of the map. Once you repair the beehive, one of my bees will then find its way to the hive, and that's it. The beehive will then boost and regrow speed of the botanist resource in the nearby area. Okay, interesting. So this isn't a venture. This is basically a temporary area boost to an area. Okay, so let me go try this out. What is my current botanist level? I need to go do Thistle. Thistle is in the Crystal Cavern. Crystal Cavern is the beehive of the pink one. I forget which one that one was called, but the pink one. So let me go head over there, see what I need to go repair the beehive, and see what the speed of growing is now that we have that. Because I wonder if you could just camp 1 now. I'm really hoping that this is the quest needed to be able to camp 1. So I'll get the fertilizer from the storage, and let's go test this out. First things first, let me go head over there and actually get to the location. See if I can find the beehive in that area. And then after we repair that beehive, or see what it needs to be repaired, hopefully I can just grab it from the storage rift over there, and we'll be good to go. And then we'll get to see what this new botanist speed is. Because I'm hoping this makes it quick enough that you can just camp one single plant over and over again and not need to do a double. Because right now I'm in an area where I have to do both thistle and bitter fruit at the same time, but we do not have access to bitter fruit, which makes training botanist really awkward at my level range. But now I should be able to just camp thistle over and over and over again, assuming this works how I think it's going to work. As it should speed up the speed enough where I could just do thistle and then do thistle and then do thistle and just infinite loop thistle rather than having to do thistle bitter fruit over and over again. But let's hope that's the case. Let's go figure out where the beehive is. I just realized this one was technically slightly more north. Let me go teleport back. I think I'm going the wrong way right now. Because this isn't where the bee was. The bee was technically north over there. Let me go teleport back to this stone. Go head over there and see if I can find where this beehive is. Then go repair the beehive with whatever it needs and then come back to the actual area that we need to go farm. But I'm hoping the beehive is just randomly somewhere over here or something. You like combat heavy? How's the game's combat? Combat is in a really work in progress state in this game. It's actually probably one of the worst things it has going for it, oddly enough. As they completely butchered the combat system when they merged all the skills together back in like March or April, whenever it was. So combat definitely needs a lot of work. Though there is currently a Halloween event that's pretty heavily based on combat right now. You need to get level 107 combat to finish out the Halloween event. It's lasting for the next 2 weeks. So if you want to get some of those discontinued cosmetics, there's plenty of time to do it within 2 weeks. If you want to like try it out in that regard. Okay, where's this beehive? I thought this would be easy to find. The problem is it seems like it's random. And this is the same location every time. I just don't know where that location is. But I'll check every single room in this area. It has to be somewheres. But yeah, combat is the thing that definitely needs the most work in this game at the moment. It's something they will be working on at some point, but isn't their #1 priority at the moment. Because we don't even have special attacks or anything either. It's something that they've been planning on adding, but still haven't yet. I wasn't sure if we could get in here now. Apparently not. That'll be used for some other future quests. Alright, where is this beehive? Am I going crazy? Did I misunderstand what he was telling me? Where on earth is this beehive? Hope we didn't get the aggro skip, unfortunate. Have I tried Guild Wars 2 or Final Fantasy 14? I have not. Haven't I? Oh, there it is. Oh, level 200 beehive. Ooh. Discover. Broken beehive. Repair. What does it require? It requires 4 sturdy oak logs. Please tell me I have 4 sturdy oak logs banked. But as far as MMOs, the only ones I've really tried in recent times is this, Old School RuneScape, and Palia. Not Pal World, but Palia, which is like a farming sim MMO. But I haven't really tried too many in recent times. What am I looking for? I'm looking for lumber, and I'm looking for oak. I do not. Okay, so what did it say I needed again? 4 tier 4 oak logs. Okay, let me go get that right now. I'm just going to teleport over. Go to... You know what? I can go to Hope Forest North. I got a plan. I'm going to teleport to North, and there's a bunch of oaks over there. I'm just going to chop down 4 of them, I guess. Because they're on the way to get over here anyways. So let me grab 4 tier 4 oaks. Pass action tier 4, because my current ones are tier 5. Now let's get 4 of these, and then go repair the thing. And then we'll see what the new botanist looks like with the new speed up that it has. Oh, good. And they're all the same one here. Perfect. And then we just grab all of them because pass action actually remembers now. It's actually been a feature for about half a year. I just don't really utilize it much. It doesn't work on enemies, but when you pass action or resource, it lasts until you basically log out, if I'm not mistaken. Like, it lasts pretty much forever. So you don't need to worry about constantly pass actioning it. It does not work on enemies, though, for whatever reason. But it does work on skilling resources. Oh, we got another knowledge point. Nice. I still have a little bit of knowledge debt. Wow, we still have like 10 points of knowledge debt. I need to go pay that off later. Not gonna bother doing that right now, though. Yep, I left too early. But yeah, a lot of times with MMOs, I play more so for the completionist mechanics and number go up. And while this game isn't particularly good for completionist mechanics at the moment, it is really good for number go up. It is a lot of number go up. All right, let me go repair this and see what happens. Do I get construction XP? Four sturdy oak logs. Is that not what these are? No, these are fine. I misread it. No, that makes sense because it's closer to level range. All right, let's try this again. All right, round 2. My bad, I read the wrong word. It was actually the one I needed. Okay, back to the one I actually need. Pass action, sturdy. Okay, let me double check before I leave this area that this one says sturdy. That makes sense because this one's closer to level range anyways. Does this say the word sturdy? Oh, so hello, Bright Shore Central. Welcome, welcome. Saw you earlier. How do you like the new quest? I was talking about it earlier. I really wish they would add some kind of like infinite puzzle mechanic. Like through some kind of treasure hunter global skill or something similar. Because they keep adding all these really cool puzzles, but then you never get to do them again. Hopefully maybe in dungeons or something they'll end up adding them or something similar. But I would love to add basically what were treasure maps in, you know, his other game. In RuneScape, Old School RuneScape. We don't have any infinite puzzle mechanic in the game at the moment. We got a lot of cool one-off ones for quests, but none of them are repeatable. Alright, let's try this again. This can't possibly fail this time. You stood in the quest area for so long today? Nice. You were just greeting everyone who was doing the quest. I saw you doing that earlier. Alright, let's see how this new mechanic works. Do we get carpenter XP for this? Please say yes. So we got woodcutting XP for chopping it, obviously. I did not seem to have gotten carpenter XP. Wait, do you just have to build all these once and then as a permanent buff? Wait. Are these all a permanent buff? Wait. Phoebe has moved into the network a beehive. Provides a 10% regrowth speed, boost to botanist resources in the Crystal Clearing and Mushroom Grove. Oh! And then the buff probably gets stronger based on how high of a level you can do. This each one's just a different one because of that. Okay, hold up. I want to go build all these right now then. But before I do, let me go see what a 10% speed up looks like. What does 10% speed up look like? I don't think that's enough to camp it though, is the only problem with that. Like if I go do this, I don't think 10% is quick enough to immediately be able to... I have no fertilizer on me. I'm gonna grab some fertilizer. But I don't think 10% speed up is enough to be able to infinite camp one. You would still need to go do a double. Botanist, fertilizer, grab like 20. But yeah, let's go build all the beehives then. I'm gonna go try to figure out where all of them are then. Because it seems like it's just a permanent buff. You don't have to keep rebuilding it. I thought it was gonna last for like X amount of time. But it seems like it's permanent. Alright, let me go do all these. But yeah, I don't think 10% is gonna be enough, unfortunately. If you stake it, it probably is, but it's not really worth doing. But I don't know. We'll see what the timing is from doing what we're doing right now. I'm going to do all 4 of these, then do all 4 of them again and see where the timer is, how much downtime we have between each one. But I don't think it's enough speed to do it perpetually, unfortunately. You're still going to have to do a double plant or do some of the trees nearby or something. But 10% speed's still really nice, though. But it's not enough to full camp, I don't think. Oh, no, we'll find out in a second. Maybe 10% is enough. I don't feel like it would be, though. If it was like 20, 30%, probably it would be. 10% doesn't seem high enough, though. Oh, about to find out. Maybe it is. It's actually coming out pretty close. 10% speed's a lot more speed than I thought it was then. Because honestly, 10%'s working pretty well right now. But yeah, this is a nice buff to Botanist. I still feel like Botanist is a little bit too slow compared to what it was before. But a 10% speed increase is definitely the buff it needed, that's for sure. I wonder if there's going to be any other new quests added to the area that will end up assisting it further. But yeah, 10% looks like it's enough. Because this looks like it's going to be a harvest. I would just go for this tree once or something similar. So there's like a little bit of downtime. Looks like we could grab like 2 trees or something. But then, yeah, you don't have to wait that long. And if you use the higher quality water, you'd be able to go and get it even quicker as well. Because I believe that adds a little bit of time. If you were to use the water that goes with it. Like the special water from the Venture. But yeah, there is some downtime. Like 2 or 3 trees of downtime, it looks like. So you still have to wait if you're camping only one, unfortunately. But it's still nice. Alright, cool. Alright, I'm just doing one round for now. I'm going to go store all this back. But yeah, it's not enough to infinitely do it. I guess maybe if you stake them, it would be. But getting enough stakes to do that is just way too annoying in the current state of the game. But yeah, 10% buff to the speed. Okay, let's go make the other 5 beehives then. See what we need for each beehive and then go make them. So we have 10% buff across the entirety of Hope Forest for all these. So whenever we want to go back to Botanist, we'll have a permanent 10% buff. Assuming they last forever. It seems like they do. But yeah, that will help out a lot in Botanist speed then. Especially if you have access to only one. Like we kind of do right now. Alright, there we go. Alright, let me go put all this away. And then we'll go and try to find the other 5 beehives then. Which might be hard. But I will explore every last room until we find all 5 beehives. Or sorry, all 6 beehives. We'll just go one room at a time and keep going. Because I don't think the wiki has a map yet of where all of them are. If I was a beehive, where would I be hiding? Probably not in one of the snake rooms. So it might just be worthwhile to teleport around it. Which is exactly why I'm walking straight into them. Because what if there is a beehive here? The only problem is I have to go to each beehive twice. Once to figure out where they are, but then again to figure out what log they need. So I wonder if you can get an even bigger buff if you have a high enough carpenter level. Because my previous beehive said level 200. But I assume it's just scaling in the fact that I have like 233 carpenter right now. Yeah, where on earth is this beehive? There's a root. Okay, it wouldn't be over there. I guess I could go check the map network again. Because it did give like a rough estimate of where each one is. The only problem is it doesn't tell you the exact room that it is. Just kind of says, it's somewhere's in this area. Hope I'm going the wrong way while I'm going over there. It's almost guaranteed not in one of those 2 rooms. Which is exactly why it's going to be in one of those 2 rooms. But I'm going to ignore them for now. I highly doubt they put in a combat room. This definitely seems like a... Yep, I was going to say, this seems like a room you'd put a beehive in. Oh no, this one's only level 50. What do you need to repair this one? 4 rugged oaks. Oh, okay, so it's just going to be like every level of oak. I just realized I'm probably not going to have the level to go make these then. Because if this is doing what I think it's doing, it's going to do every single tier. And I do not have access to tier 6 yet. I have access up to tier 5. But if I need 250 for that, I actually can't do that yet. I need to go get Carpenter up. I actually don't have the Carpenter level to go do the Beehive network. Yeah, you can see it right here. Wait, wait. Oh, it tells you right here. Oh. So it's level 34, 50, 100, 150, the one we just did of 200. So you only need 250. Okay, well, I still need 250. That doesn't change the fact that I need 250. But yeah, you need 250. I would then also need... How would you get that log, though? Because that would require perfect oak. Can I chop perfect oak? I don't think I can. I would need level 357 woodcutting. What carpenter level do you need for perfect oak? Because I don't think I could buy it. I would need either 357 carpenter, or I would need... Okay, so we're not building the last one then. That's actually a really high requirement. To build the highest tier beehive, you need either 357 carpenter, or you need... well, I guess you still need carpenter level 2 to make it. So you need bare minimum 250 carpenter, 357 to go get the thing from the shop. Or if you want to do it with 250 carpenter, you would need 341 woodcutting. But yeah, that's rough. Well, unless you have trading enabled, in which case you could buy from someone. But the Iron Man way. But if you're an Iron Man... if you're not an Iron Man, you would just need 250 carpenter to be able to do all of them. But if you are an Iron Man, you would either need 356 carpenter and... Or sorry, 356 woodcutting or I keep saying the wrong number. You would need 341 woodcutting and 250 carpenter, or you could do it with just carpenter, but you would end up needing level 357 carpenter, because then you would be able to buy the logs from the shop then. That's a really high requirement for that final one. I wonder what area that is. Too bad the skill guide doesn't let us see it, does it? If I go click on it, it's not going to tell me the map location because I haven't found it yet. I don't think. Special. Where's the special? Oh, it's not botanist. It's carpenter. Yeah, it doesn't tell me where it is. Not yet discovered. Not yet discovered. Oh, yeah. So we know what we need now. Let me go buy all the logs. Oh, I should have kept the logs that we had earlier. But let me just buy all the logs then from Timberwell. And then we'll go repair all of them. Except the highest tier one, which we do not have access to and won't have access to for quite a long while. I wonder what area this one covers, because whatever area that is, we're not going to have a buff for a very, very, very long time. Oh, not the shop I wanted. Let me go get 4 of each of the other logs. And then we'll go figure out where all these hives are then. So I just need 4 of every single one except the highest tier one, which we already did. Go to oak. And you can see right here, I can't end up buying the tier 6. If we click, not sell all, where's the thing that lets you see future items? You would need 332 carpenter. This is what I was talking about earlier. So if you want to do it with just carpenter, you would need 332. You need 250 to be able to build it, but 332 to be able to buy it. Unless you want to get the woodcutting level associated to it, which would be an absurdly high woodcutting level. But if you want to do it as an Iron Man, you need 332 carpenter. But if you're doing it with trading enabled, you only need 250, but you need to find someone to buy 4 oak logs from. Oh, sorry, these are ash. I meant to go to oak. Sorry, we need 357 carpenter. My bad. But yeah, you need 370 carpenter. 357 as an Iron Man. That's pretty high. Especially since we're only at 233 right now. But we can do all of them except the highest tier one. So grab 4 of these. 4 of those. And let's go find the rest of these beehives. And the one that I ended up dropping earlier that I should have kept. Rip 20 silver. Luckily, that's basically nothing. Alright, let's figure out where the rest of the hives are. We already know where the one is, so I guess we can go repair that one real quick. And then keep going from there. Maybe I'll keep teleporting after each one to kind of see where the general area is, since we don't have like a wiki map or something. Let's go on and just run around aimlessly and see if we can just find it randomly. Like we did this one. But yeah, I kind of want to find where this red beehive is, even though we can't craft it, just to know what area it covers, so I know where I don't have a buff. Because we're not getting that for a very, very long time. Hopefully it's not a useful area. Alright, repair this. So this is the tier 2 one, since there's actually one below it all the way at level 34, which I assume is what your carpenter level would be after completing this quest. So it probably has like a 33, 34 carpenter level requirement to do this quest. As the very lowest one is at 34, which you would assumably have by completing the quest. Either as a quest requirement or because the XP reward would get you to 34. Alright, provides a 10% regrowth speed for botanist resources. So that means you're never going to be able to get higher than a 10% then. Interesting. So this one does it in the Barricadas, the Mine, Road East, and the Path of Good Intentions. Alright. Let me go teleport back to the guy and just do this one at a time then. So I'm going to check the network map, get a general idea of where it is based on that, and then teleport or just go straight to that area. So let's try doing the pink one and just go in order then. And then I'll be able to build all of them except the final tier one, which we are not going to have access to for a good year. Wait for the 2-year retrospective video and we'll have the beehives done. We'll have all of them except that one. Hopefully it's not in a good area. Let me actually go double check where the ruby one is. Just so we know what area we don't have a buff for like the next year if we ever need to do botanist. Just so if we're ever planning botanist route leveling, we kind of know ahead of time. Alright, where's the red one? Hey, Shore Central's still here. Alright, the red one is all the way north. So let me go to this pink one. It's right at the south of the entrance area here. So it should be right below the loop over here. Which should be the room where the hunter guy is then. But that's unfortunate. That means Clover. So all the ones that are likely not to have a buff then is Clover. What do you use Clover for? I don't remember. I think it's for some new thing for cooking. that isn't in the game yet. And it's also used for Sage, which is kind of annoying because that's the one for the 10% and the 8% potion and everything. Like the really hefty EXP pots. So it's going to be kind of annoying. Because now one of the 2 resources for the best EXP pot is not going to have a 10% boost. It's in the middle of nowhere, so you kind of have to camp spam it as well. It's a little unfortunate that you won't have access to that. But the only other thing I think it affects is Clover, which isn't too important. It's just something for cooking that isn't out yet. So all the really important ones seem to be a lower level range, which is nice. Because you have access to all the other ones by the time you hit base 200 or milestone 4 once they change the system for it. But that one is a really high requirement, the final one though. But the only really good thing that final one does is it's needed for the strongest XP pot. If I go to alchemy real quick, it's needed for this over here. Actually, I can't see it because of that. But if I go to the other one, it's needed for the really strong... Oh, wait, no, it's not anymore. Wait, hold up. Yeah, it is Dockleaf. The Halberry is just the other thing. But yeah, it's needed for the... all of them now. Never mind, I forgot. Not just the strongest. Every single EXP pot for this location is going to be bottlenecked by the fact that you need that really high Carpenter level in order to get your 10% boost for these. Because I believe the Halberries are over there, too. I believe it's Clover, Halberry... Actually, where's Halberries these days? Isn't it over there? Pretty sure it is. But I'm pretty sure Halberries are up north, affected by the red one. Okay, no, the red one doesn't affect Halberries, I don't think. That's good. But it does affect the Dockleaf, which is kind of annoying. So one of the ingredients you need for every EXP pot is affected by the absurdly high Carpenter level one that you end up needing. Where you need like 357 for an Iron Man and 250 if you're not an Iron Man. Or Lone Wolf, whatever they're calling it. Alright, let's go find the rest of these beehives. Also, I do want to find where the red one is, even though I'm not going to build it. Well, because we can't build it. But I do want to find where it is. I'll save that one for last, though. Alright, where am I going? Map. Let's go to the green one. That's just northwest from here in what looks like the Bear Cave room. So let me go ahead over there. And then we only have one more we need to go build, and then we'll go find the red one just for the sake of knowing where it is, even though there's nothing we can do with it for next year. I do plan on getting Carpenter up. But getting it that high is not happening anytime soon. Like, I might get it to 300, but 357 is really high. There it is. Yeah, let's go find the final one that we can build. Repair that, repair that. Or 20 silver beehives since I dropped the resources earlier. Not that big a deal, though. Let the green one come in here. It's pretty much just a global 10% increase to botanist. But it's locked behind having a carpenter level to kind of tie the skills together a bit better. Is this something they've been trying to do a lot more? Because they feel like they got a lot of complaints about skills not being tied together. So they're like, okay, we're going to mega tie everything together. So now you need a carpenter level before you could even properly do botanist now. You basically need 250 or even 357 carpenter before you could properly train botanist at all. Kind of like how you need 83 detective before you could train merchant at all in a sense. But now you need like 357 carpenter before getting like level 20 botanist. Or level 50 botanist, whatever level you need for this quest. Obviously you can still train it without it. But if you want to have like the full global buff, you would need to get 357 carpenter first. Which is a pretty big ask. Obviously you don't have to do that, but it would be efficient to get 357 carpenter before you get, or 250 if you're on a main account, before you would get the other thing. Oh, so which one am I doing right now? I'm forgetting which one we even have access to at the moment. Okay, so I'm looking for the level 100 one. Which bee is this? It just says beehive. What color is that? The white one. Alright, that one looks like it's in the apple location. So let me go ahead over there. Seems like it's like right in Timberwell Village or the room south of Timberwell Village. Alright, what do we have over here? It is not in this room. Oh, yep, yes it is. Never mind. Use item on, repair. Oh yeah, that is all the beehives we could repair repaired. We now have a 10% bonus in every room except the area all the way north for the dockleaf and the clover is. Which I believe are the only two things locked behind the buff. With dockleaf being the only particularly relevant one that's locked behind the buff. As it's needed for all the XP potions for this chapter. All right, there we go. Pretty much global 10% bonus now. Let me go double check the other one though. We already know where it is, so I'm just gonna search the area, I guess. As we know it's somewhere up north here. Is it in the dockleaf room itself? That'd be kind of funny, given that's the only thing it's useful for. Alright, it's right here. But yeah, of course we cannot repair this one, as we need perfect oak logs, and the easiest way to do this on an Iron Man, easiest, quotation marks, easiest, but the easiest way of doing this would be to get 357 carpenter, because you need 250 already to end up building it. So 357 carpenter so that you can go and buy the oak log and then build this. Otherwise, on a main account, you would get 250 carpenter and then just buy 4 oak perfect logs from someone, and then use it on this. But otherwise, we need to get 357 to be able to buy it from the shop, or 250 carpenter and the woodcutting level of 341, which is also an option. Still get the 250 carpenter because you need that regardless of what account type you have. But then we could do 341 woodcutting instead. So you have either route that you could end up doing. But this ends up affecting dockleaf, and it ends up affecting the clover, and I hope those are the only two things. Dockleaf is needed for every EXP pot. Clover is needed for some kind of new cooking thing that they haven't added to the game yet, but something cooking related. But if those are the only two things affected by it, that's not that bad. I don't think anything else is. Doesn't look like it is. It seems like those are the only 2 rooms affected by it, with Sage being the most relevant one affected by it by far. But that's not too big a deal, because you can kind of just ignore Clover. And Sage is kind of unfortunate, but, I don't know, you can just ignore EXP pots, I guess. Oh no, the Sage is the one that you would really want to have it for. It's like the whole reason why you would want to get Carpenter that high. Other than be able to go and upgrade your equipment, of course, all your weapons. Anyways, that's all of them, right? Well, other than the one we can't do, obviously. Alright, there we go. Oh no, should I go run a speed run on one of the alt accounts? I kind of want to go do it real quick. Because I'm going to have to do it later anyways. I might as well go run one of them back. Let's go speed run one of these now that we just did it. And see how that ends up going. So I'm going to go bring this guy to his AFK activity. Because I believe we have completed everything here. He'll rejoin us, I guess, in 2 weeks. Well, technically in 2 days when we go do the 1-year retrospective video. But beyond that, I probably won't be covering another stream until the new quest comes out. The Minds of Matubin 4-star quest. Which should be 2 Mondays from now. Not next week, but the following Monday. On November 17th should be the 4-star Minds of Matubin quest. The reward for it is not owned, but I would assume it's a northeast teleport. So we should be getting the 3rd teleport for Minds of Matubin. It could be some other reward, but it seems like a teleporter is the most likely reward that we'd end up getting from it. Oh yeah, where am I going? Let me bring him to his AFK activity. And then we'll go try speedrunning this real quick on just one account just for the sake of it. Just to see what it looks like if we skip all the downtime. That is if I even remember how to do it. Honestly, I already forget like half the quest already. I'm sure we're not going to reread it again since we already did. Though I do have to say the Barbie in her own world one was definitely the funniest joke by far. It's not even close from that quest. What am I looking for? I'm looking for olives and I'm looking for spice. Olive, spice, everything nice, and there we go. Alright. Let me go speed run. I don't know. I guess we'll do the center account real quick. See if he has a high enough botanist level, because I think this is the one with the lower botanist level. He's level 42. What does the wiki say is the requirement for this quest? 30 to 39. Wonderful. Well, we have high enough, so we're good to go. Yeah, generally the iron route for doing that would be getting 346 carpenter. The woodcutting one wouldn't be that bad, though. Because even though the woodcutting level is high, if you got that woodcutting level, you would already have 250 carpenter. But yeah, you got to get either 257 or 357 carpenter, or 250 carpenter with 300 and what was it? 341 woodcutting, which isn't that bad. Because getting 341 woodcutting pretty much automatically gives you 250 carpenter in a sense, assuming you're leveling them together. But if you were just doing it like through passive, yeah. Like an alt account, if you were to go and do that. Because I altered my things to 83 detective completely AFK. So if you're going to do it on an alt account and you could only choose one, carpenter would definitely be the way to go. But I don't know, you're skipping out a lot of potential from woodcutting. Because woodcutting gives you a lot of AFK material you need for carpenter anyway, so... Oh no, I would just do them together. Because doing Carpenter AFK without Woodcutting AFK is really expensive. Especially for an alt account. Alright, let me go bank all these and figure out what I'm doing. Oh yeah, we're gonna go speedrun the quest real quick. And by speedrun, I mean slightly quicker than before, because this is definitely not gonna be speedrun territory. But I just kind of want to see about how long this is gonna take. We're starting it basically at 4:30 my time. So I'll time it from 4:30 and see how long it takes us if we already know what we're doing. Kind of. I'm still gonna be slow on some things though. Because I'm definitely gonna forget where some of them are. The main one that I'm forgetting is, I forget what the roots are. I think the roots is the main one I'm forgetting at the moment as far as what we have to do. Like the 4 roots you gotta do for the plant. I think I vaguely kind of remember where they are now. But that's the main part of the quest I think I forget how to do. Oh yeah, I still haven't done the other quests either. These things are not going to have full quest completion by the 1 year mark. They definitely could have. But the main things I'm missing are forgotten things, which I can go do. I'll probably do that off stream later. Beecause, which came out today, literally, so I couldn't have done it yet. Blighted Spores, they're not going to have the requirement for. And Battle Fortune Hold, they're not going to have the requirement for. Everything other quests we end up doing. If I didn't focus them so much on combat and their passive, or, you know, their main weapon making skill, we could have easily had it done. We're obviously going to be spamming through the dialogue. So we're starting this at 4:30. Let's see how long the quest takes. It's definitely not going to be an optimal route, but I wanted to see, with the knowledge we have now, about how long it takes. Okay, they gave the alts the jars, so I don't need to worry about them. So I'm not sure if we have to go through these dialogues, but just in case. Especially since I'm probably going to forget where some of these are, it'll kind of give us a tip as well. I wonder, once an optimal guide comes out, what the actual routing of this quest will be. Because I'm not sure if it's, like, extremely clear what your route would be. First, you would go and teleport to Timberwell Woods. If you don't have that, you would go central. So we'll go central real quick. Because the first thing we got to go do is get the sprayer from the shop. Because I can't catch any of the bees without the spray. So we'll go for that first. Since we're in this area, I guess we go for the guy who's getting scared. Then we could probably go get the Barbie, who is in her own world all the way south. Then we could probably start triggering the root trap one. Actually, I probably should have done that one first. I probably should have triggered that before I even came here. Teleported here and then grabbed that. Actually, I might even go do that right now, honestly. That should have been the first step that you would have done in an optimal route. Is teleport over to that guy. Well, I guess you would still do it in this order. Because you would use the really good teleport that's in that room that I don't have access to get here, to get the smoker. After getting the smoker, you would then go to Hopefar Central and trigger the root one. And then you would get all the roots while en route for all the other ones. Because you'd want to trigger this really early so that you can get them passively while doing all the bees. As a lot of them you just cycle through or automatically anyways. So let me go over here. Nice little aggro skip. Trigger this, because you need to trigger it before you're allowed to do it. And you can trigger this before you have the sprayer as well if you wanted to. Because you don't actually have to catch a bee here. I'm not sure if you have to talk to him, but I'll talk to him real quick as well. I don't think that step is required. That's just a hint. But now we can go do the bees now. But now when we're getting all the bees, we'll be able to get all the roots en route and basically get them passively without even really needing to go out of our way. So you want to trigger that as early as you can then before you go for any of the bees. And now that we have the smoker and the bees, we should be good to go. Just grab all of them then. See if I can remember where all of them are. So first we'll get the scared guy over here. Then we'll go get Barbie, who's just in its own little area down there. And then there's 2 roots en route for going around. And then we can go to the ant puzzle. Alright, use item on, spray. Use item on, jar. Oh nice, you can pre-queue it. Wasn't sure if it would be in a different state. But it does remember that it's still the same bee. And not a different bee. Alright, we good to go? Alright, yeah, we're good to go. Alright, nothing else we need here. Alright, let me go get Barbie. And then there should be 2 roots leading around that area. And then we'll go north all the way up to the ants then. Over here should be Barbie. And this room over here. Alright, there's that one. They even made Barbie pink. That's funny. Alright, use item on, spray it. We then jar it up. You can pre-cue the jar. As soon as you hear the tick, just go and jar it. Alright, now there should be 2 roots over here. One of them should be in the room east. One of them was like slightly north. Then the one really far north we can go and get while we do the ant puzzle. Which I think was for Ruby? Or whichever one that was. Yeah, there was a root nearby. Where is it? Yeah, the roots are going to be the main one I'm going to stumble on here. Yeah, that's the one I remember the least so far. Yeah, there wasn't a root over here. Was there a root in this room? No. I could have sworn there was another root over here, wasn't there? Like right over in that room or something. And then we should be able to do the ant room just slightly north from there. And then there was one all the way north where the bone thing used to be. The bone storage. I think it was like right here, wasn't it? No. Ooh, where is it then? Was it in this room? Where is this thing? I forget where this one is. Oh no, we might end up missing one. And this was room to the east. I might have to backtrack for it at the end. I think I forgot where one of the roots were. I could have sworn it was en route for cycling here. Alright, let's go do the ant puzzle. Alright, let's see if we can get it first try. Nope, go back. No, that's not where I wanted to click. I was trying to click on the one before. Oh, definitely not first try. I was trying to click on the one right before. To wait there for when the spawn was coming. Yeah, this is the most annoying one. What? I should have diagonaled. Alright, we're back. Oh, no, not quite. This is the one before the other one. Alright. We got this within 2 tries last time. It's a really weird pattern, though. I want to wait for this one. And then diagonal there. There we go. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Alright, we got it 2 tries both times then. As far as the really hard puzzle one. Alright, use item on. Grab that. Deliberately get hit. Alright, next one. Let's go do... There should be a root somewhere over here. It was in that one side room up there. Slightly north from us. But yeah, apparently I skipped the east one or something. I need to go backtrack for it later. But one of the roots I end up missing for the thing, but we'll go try to find it again. I could have sworn that was like the first one we found last time. And that was going to be the last one we find this time, ironically. Because the main reason I forget it is we got it at, like, so free that I forget where we even got it from. But the other one was over here. While I'm over here, I can then go get the one that's across the river. And then the rest are, what, northeast? And then we're pretty much good to go. Or northwest, we just have to do that one floor puzzle. And I believe I still have the stream set up for the solve. Yeah, I do. I still have a screenshot of the solve from earlier. Since the wiki doesn't have one at the moment. Alright, grab this one. Boom, boom, boom. Then we'll go head west. There should be a plant along the way. Wasn't there one in the bear clearing? Oh, no. That was the one that we need the weird stone for. Oh, wait. I forgot to go grab... there's something bad I did in the routing. When I was at the Timberwell Wood area, when we were getting the one guy who was scared, I forgot to grab my 24 oak logs. Because I forgot to be able... Okay, let me go do that now, then. I know, the routing, it's so inefficient. The while I'm here, let me go double check the one that I'm missing to the east. The north one, I already know where that is, I'm pretty sure, I think. We'll find out when I don't find it. But that one to the east, I actually forget. Let me see if I can re-find it by doing the east one here. I could have sworn we got that for free when we were there last time. Oh, maybe it's in the room right here. Because I would have went east from here. Is it right here? No. Okay, let me just double check. We should say east and north right now. With the east one being the one I'm confused on at the moment. East and west. Okay, I guess the north one counts as west. But, yeah, where's the east one? Okay, let me go try to find the east one real quick. I could have sworn we got this for free just from walking by. Like, I thought we just got one from our room and then got one from the next room. And it was like, oh, that was easy. Alright, maybe it was in that room to the east over here. And I just didn't bother going there this time around. I think that was the mistake. I think it's over to the room to the east right there, and I just forgot to move over one tile. And then I need to go grab the wood because I forgot. We need the thing from the puzzle. Like, you have to do the wood before you can get into the puzzle room. Yep, that's what I forgot to do. Okay. That's why this one seems so easy. I just forgot to grab it from this room earlier. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. And then the other one's en route to the other puzzle. And then the only thing we have to do here is grab all the logs, which I should have done when we were getting the scared bee. I forgot to grab it. Because we have to repair the beehives before we do the other puzzle. Because repairing one of the beehives gives you the stone key to get into the puzzle room. And if you're repairing one of them, you might as well just repair all of them. But yeah, a little bit of a mistake on routing. I don't know, maybe we go for round 3 and try the other account. I gotta do it anyways. Get the perfect run going. Not absolutely perfect because they don't have to teleport and everything, but you know, at least decently efficient. This one's already had so many mistakes. Oak. Course 24. Anything else I need here? I think just walk north. Teleport's not really going to save me any time. Alright, how are we doing on bees right now? I should be missing, what, 2? 3. Oh yeah, I didn't get the one in top right yet. Oh yeah, I meant to do that while I was over there. I didn't bother. I meant to grab that when I was getting the plant up north, but then I remembered the logs and then went over the place. But I can get it when I cycle back. We really should have grabbed this other one last, though. I guess we'll go up there now. I don't have northeast tele, so I can't get up there quickly. That should still be fine. Let me go repair all these so we can get the little stone. Use item on, repair. I think it was this one to give the stone. We're already here, might as well repair all of them. Yep, there it is. But yeah, all you have to do to get the stone is use 2 coarse oak on the green one right here. So that's pretty easy to get. It seems to consistently always be that one. I wonder what the flavor text is for using a bee on an incompleted beehive. I'm not going to put the bee in the beehive yet, but I want to see what happens if you do it on an incompleted one. You cannot return a Phoebe. The hive is not repaired yet. Okay. They remembered to put dialogue there. Yay. The That'd be funny if it was some kind of broken text because they forgot to. But they did indeed remember to put dialogue for trying to put a bee into a half-completed hive. Alright, let me go get the last root that we need. And then I'll go get the one that's all the way in top right where we have to do the tree and the plant. And then we'll come back for the puzzle and then turn them all in. Be similar to the last time. We're going to save the puzzle for last. This is by far the hardest part of this quest. Or at least most time-consuming part. Not necessarily hardest. But the main reason for doing it last is it's right where you turn in the bees anyway, so might as well. You're already in the area. Alright, so now I need to go all the way northeast to go do the tree thingy. This one didn't have any puzzle or anything. This was just like doing a couple things. This is probably the weirdest one out of them, I do have to say. Unless they plan on using this area for other things in the future. Because this the one is literally just like random house, random tree, go across, good to go. Like there's no puzzle or anything. It's a really strange one. That's cool atmosphere though. Alright, let me go talk to him to ask about chopping down the tree. Let me do this first because I think that prompts to be able to get the dialogue to ask him to chop about the tree. Similar to why we need to go to the other thing to be able to ask about the plant. So let me talk to him, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah, can I chop it down? Alright, now I can chop it down. And then before I can grab the plant plot, I think I have to interact with the spray on it. Similar to how we had to interact with the tree in order to get the chop mechanic from him. So let me go try spraying it. It'll say it's too far. Use item on, spray, too far. Now I have the dialogue to be able to talk to him about the plant. And then when we put the steal the plant from him, put it on the table, water it, boom, good to go. And then we need to go grab the fly trap one. Oh, yeah, I need to talk to him first. And then we'll go do the puzzle one last. Alright, now we can grab this. No, don't sit down. No, don't. Alright, grab the plant. Put the plant down, water the plant, and then boom. Ruby completed. Oh, that guy's just sitting there. It's a pretty nice place to chill, that is for sure. Not much else going in the room, though, other than a cool bench. Use item, put that down. The atmosphere of this room is really nice, this nice little area. There's nothing to actually do here, though. It's just a dead-end room for getting this bee. Use item on, grab it. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, next one. I think we just walk west and... Oh, no, I need to go, Telly. Change the plan. Wait. Hold. I need to go get the fly trap thing. I got all the, roots, but I haven't claimed the bee from it yet. And then when we Telly back to middle and then go ahead top left, and that should be quest completed. And we started at 4:30 for this quest. Which means by the end of it, it looks like it took us about 25 minutes. I think we can get that to about 20-ish on the next run. If we go for one more. I think we're going to. Might as well. Gotta do them all anyways. Might as well do a 3 run. The first run that we did where we read everything. And did it completely blind. The second run, which was a very scuffed trying to do it quickly run. Which was this run. And then we tried going all in on the speed run for the next one. Which won't be perfect speed run. But, you know, try to do it as quickly as we can. It definitely can't be perfect because we don't have the 2 teleports to do it quicker. Though I technically could go do that side quest real quick to go get it, but I don't feel like doing that right now. We'll stick with just this one quest for now. I do need to go do the other quest, but not today. That being Forgotten Things, of course. Which is a pretty quick quest. I think it's like 15 minutes. And the boss fight is pretty simple with the new combat system. Should just be able to auto-attack it, heal once or twice, be good to go. Alright, let's go get the hardest one down now. And I do still have a save of the completed puzzle just so we can reference it. Though the save that I have open is the previous one, not the really good one though. Right, into the cave we go. I just realized this account has never gone to the other side room. That's kind of funny. Let's put the keystone in here. And get the final bee. Open sesame. Hello, hardest puzzle in the game. Alright, let it begin. Alright, let me bring up the solve thing again. Alright, what are we doing here? Let me just start from the bottom and work our way up. That one's already correct. That one's already correct. That one needs to be turning like upwards there. I should have just done counterclockwise. Oh, so there's a lot of people trying to do this one right now. That one's already correct. That one needs to be turned twice. This one needs to be turned to middle. Oh, counterclockwise, counter. Alright, there we go. That should be good. That one's correct. That one's correct. This one needs to be turned twice. This one needs the scales going... Is it this way or the other way? I think it's the other way. Yeah, they have to be forming like this kind of arc. So that one's already correct. This one needs to be turned twice. So it connects with the other two. This one I can't see, but it should be going that way, I'm pretty sure. And then everything connects to it. So this one should be like right over there. That one should go like twice over or something. Somewhere like around there. Yeah, something like that. That looks correct. I should have done it counterclockwise. This one needs to be going down. This one is... Is that correct? No. Counterclockwise. Is that little part needs to be connected to the thing, which means this one is correct then. This one needs to be connecting to the other thing, so that should be one clockwise. This one is a counterclockwise. Or was it already correct? No, that's correct now. This one's going to be connecting with it, so another counterclockwise. Another counterclockwise. Clockwise. That looks wrong. No, that's right. Is this one that needs a clockwise then? That one looks like a clockwise. That one is counter. Yeah. And then the only one off, I think, is this one. And I believe that is completed, unless I'm forgetting one. Right. Oh no, this one's slightly off too. What am I missing? Something's off. I have messed up somewheres. Where's the mess up? Oh no. Oh, I think it's this one, right? No. Where's my mess up at? There's too many people on my puzzle. I can't tell where the mistake... Oh, it's this one, this one. This one needs to be connected to the thing. Alright, now what is the mistake? Wait. Is this one off? No, that looks correct. That's correct. Where's my mistake at? Oh no. The time waste. The speedrun ruined. Where on earth is this mistake? Is it one of these middle plates? No. Or one of these? Oh, one of these is the wrong way. There we go. It has to be thick at top and thinner on the bottom. That could have gone better for a second try, but could have gone worse. Alright, and that's quest completed in 23 minutes by the time we turn them in. That's not too bad. Let's see if the next account can do a sub 20. Because we do get one more attempt. But yeah, that was a 23-minute run. Technically 24, I guess, by the time we finish it and get all the bees in and everything. Because we're at 23 minutes right now. So 24-minute run. That's not too bad. Like, it's definitely under half an hour quest. You know, assuming you know what to do ahead of time. I think our first run took us like an hour. If you know what you're doing, it's definitely sub 30 minutes pretty easily. Oh, so these things even have the carpenter level to do anything? I can make like 2 hives and that's it. I only get 2 out of 6, whereas the main account got 5 out of 6. And that's quest complete, right? Alright, there we go. Easy as that. Oh yeah, there should be a lot of XP. I almost forgot about that. Wow, 2.5 botanist levels if you do it pretty much right at the level. Wow, I thought that was a lot of XP when I was looking at that on the main account. Wow. That's like 2 carpenter levels, a wood cutting level, and like, what, 2 or 3? 3 botanist levels if you do it at the level range. Like 3 to 4 botanist levels, 2 to 3 carpenter levels, and a 1.5 wood cutting level. Because you don't get any combat XP. And of course access to Beehive Network. Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's really solid. Great quest reward XP. And then of course you get the network to be able to make botanists quicker. That's really heavily locked behind Carpenter though. Alright, let's go bring him to his AFK activity, which right now is what? Is he still doing detective? I mean, merchant. So we'll go have him do that. Though honestly, maybe I bring him to botanist. Does he unlock the new passive yet? No, he hasn't yet. So I'll just put him on gatherer for now then. I mean on merchant. Still need that 55 for the other quests. Though training it manually would be nice, but you don't get the really a lot better XP until like 40, 45 and such. So I'll probably AFK him to 40 and then like manual him the rest or something. Since it's pretty good knowledge per hour. Alright, leather offcuts. Let him do his thing. Okay, let's go do one last speed run. That took what, 25 minutes? 24, 25? So the number to beat is 25. If we could do step 23, I'd be happy with it. Alright, let's get way better routing. Let me wait like 5 minutes so we can get a nice time on it though. As far as starting time. That or we could just do an on-screen timer. Let me go do that. I have like a 30-minute timer ticking down and we'll see how long it takes. Where's the Steam thingy for it? Not that. Where's the Steam timer? So there's just still no way to make it tick upwards. Because I want it to tick upwards, not down. Alright, let me just make it 30 minutes, and whatever the difference is on 30 minutes is what it would be. I'll put it like right over there or something. Alright, let's go do one last run. The time to beat is 25 minutes. Which we should pretty easily be able to do. I want to see how much more we could beat it by. I don't think sub 20 minutes will be possible without the better tellies and everything though. Because we're using the bare minimum. Let me go store these away. And we'll start the timer the second we start the quest. I'm not going to pre-buy the logs though. I'm going to consider getting the logs as part of the quest. But you could potentially pre-buy all the logs you need. I'm trying to get it even. That should be good enough. But I'll buy the logs when we're over there anyways to go get the scared guy, the one tourist guy. I should have done that the first time around when I was getting the sprayer, but I forgot to go do it. Alright, let's start the quest, and the second we start the quest dialogue and talk to him, we'll start the timer then. Time to beat is 25 minutes. If we could somehow beat 20 minutes would be amazing. I don't think we'll be able to though. But a sub 22 or sub 21 would still be pretty nice. Alright, the second I get into dialogue with him, quest has begun. Alright. Start. Alright, spam all the things. I am going to get all the dialogues just in case I forget something again. Which does waste a little bit of time, but I'm not sure if you're allowed to do it without them. Also, I'm already doing the dialogues wrong. Because I have no clue which dialogue it is. So I'm clicking all of them! Oh no, I'm in an infinite loop. Okay, I think I made progress. Oh, I wanted. No, I accidentally re-clicked on one. Yeah, that should be everything, right? I'll be right back. Ah! I'll be right back. I didn't catch that one last time. That's funny. Okay, so first things first. I want to start the route. And then we teleport over, or actually just walk over to Timberwell Woods. Since I don't have the Timberwell Woods teleport on this account yet. We want to trigger this one immediately so that we can get all the roots for free while we're going around, as they don't trigger until you interact with the plant. And now I should just be able to walk out the room. I don't think I need to interact with the plant. I just need to see the cutscene. Well, all the roots should be planted now. Get a nice little aggro skip there. Okay, when I come over here, I got to remember... This is also where you would use the Timberwell teleport, by the way. But of course, we don't have it, so we're just going to walk there manually. It's not that much farther. But there's a few things we want to do here. We want to get the smoker. We want to remember to actually buy 24 logs this time of the oak, the lowest tier oak. And of course, we want to get the bee that's in the area from that one scared guy. All right, we're 2 minutes in. Go, 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 go. All right, talk to this guy, blah, blah, blah. Get the smoker. Yes, I need the bee smoker. Thank you. All right, we're out of here. Remember to buy the 24 logs. That's something we forgot on the previous run. Just buy the logs from this guy over here. Go over here, click on oak, buy 24. Now talk to the one that's over here. Use item on. Oh, you can actually skip the cutscene by pre-queuing the thing. That's some tech right there. I didn't realize you could skip the cutscene like that. I wonder if that works for every cutscene in the game. I haven't really bothered trying that. Alright, we're good to go. Now let's go save Barbie as well as get the root that's over here. And then not forget to get the east one like we did last time. Actually, is it better just to teleport over there? Because the other one was like, what, right over there? No, I think it's still better to walk. It's a bit of a walk, but I think it's still better to walk than to tele. Alright, Barbie, go through the spray on her. Use item on, spray, use item on, queue up the vial, the jar. And as soon as we hear the tick, use the jar. Alright, we're good to go. Let's go get the most southern plant over here, which is in that room over there. Then we'll go grab the east one. Then we'll go do the ant room. Come on, let's see if we can get a perfect ant room. We have yet to one and done it a single time yet. Maybe third time's the charm. Third time, first try. Alright, this next room should have a plant right over here. Then we go northeast into the Cyclops room where the fertilizer is. Don't forget where it is this time. Then we'll go to the ant room. Then I gotta remember to do the ruby while we're over there too. Because that's something else I backtracked on the second time around. I should have done while I was in the area. Was doing ruby and not backtrack to it later. Especially since I don't have North Teleport on this account yet. They have the requirements to go do the quest. I just haven't bothered doing it yet. I need to. Alright, so over here should be the other plant. Plant number 2. Grab that from over here. And then we need to go to the ant room. I was having a fear potion would help out a lot here as well. I don't have a fear potion on me, so we're just going to tank it. But using a fear potion for this quest would be pretty useful. Especially for these 2 rooms coming up. Because we do have to waste a little bit of time in them. It's not that bad though. Because unlike normal melee enemies, there's no way to dodge these guys. There's no like aggro skip or anything you can do to them. Alright, moment of truth. Can we get perfect ant room on first try? Without dilly-dallying too much. Hey, that guy has the number of max cash stack. Or whatever that number is called in mathematics. Alright. We got this. Easy, first try. So free. And of course we deliberately take a hit here to get back. And now we go north to, there's a little animation of it bringing you back. That's so cute. Alright, let's go to, where are we going now? I need to grab the one from there and then go north to Ruby. And then hit all the things we need to go do to trigger Ruby then. Because there's a lot of things you're not allowed to do early that you actually have to hit the dialogue box for. Before it'll let you do it. Even if you already know what you need to do. Because your character doesn't know what it needs to do, so you gotta go and hit all the triggers for it. So first, let's go grab the plant that's in this room. This will be the third one. The other one we'll grab in northwest when we go head over there. Because I need to go over there anyways to go turn in all these oak plank thingies. And I might just walk there from here as well. I think it's quicker than going to Central, since I need to go for the other plant anyways. So let's do the long walk. Oh, I almost forgot to go grab it. But there's the third vine over here. The fourth one is already en route to where we need to go repair the thingies. For when we go get the stone keystone. And I do want to do it in that order so I can teleport back to go grab that one. So I can just turn them all in at once. So we don't have to double backtrack. Alright, now we just do everything for Ruby. So first we gotta hit the tree, which triggers the dialogue for him to go talk to him. We then chop down the tree and go and try to spray it, which will trigger be able to talk to him about the plant. And then of course we do everything with the plant. So we gotta do it like 3 times. It's like a billion triggers you have to hit for this. So this lets me chop it. Then we need to try to spray it, which allows us to grab the plant, and then we use the plant to grab it. Alright, spray the ruby. Go back across. Now we should have dialogue to be able to go steal his plant, or take his plant. Technically it's not stealing, he gives it to us. We're at around 10 minutes right now, technically 9. We're like halfway through the quest, we're almost there. Making good time, but we're still not at the most annoying part yet. That we could lose the most time on, which we're definitely going to lose a lot of time on. Alright, we now use this on there. And then we water it. Nice, you can skip the cutscene. Okay, that's new tech that we learned today. If you pre-queue a thing through a cutscene, it skips the cutscene. Alright, now we're going to manually walk all the way over there because I need to grab the other plant while I'm there. Then I'm going to repair all of the beehives. Maybe return the bees to any respective one as well, since we have 4 of the bees. And then we'll go and teleport back, because I need to get the one that's in Central. And then we go do the really annoying puzzle. We're just pretty much going to determine what our time is literally that entire puzzle. This is by far the most time consuming and the easiest one to make mistakes on. I forgot, the hellberries are over here. So the other thing doesn't actually dictate it. The other one that's really high level only dictates clover and dockleaf. With dockleaf being the particularly noteworthy one. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is repair all of these. Put the bees back on whatever ones we need to put them back on. But remember what 2 do not have bees in them. Because there should be 2 that we can't get a bee into. Okay, it's these 2 right here. Perfect. So these two are the two that I need to go bring the bees back to when we go complete the quest. And assumably that green one is for the other guy. It makes sense. But these other four should all have their respective bees. So let me put them in since we're already going to be next to them to save some tiles. There's no point in going back next to them and walking all the way over when we already have the bee to put them in. And then I just have to remember when we come back that the two bees we get are for blue and green. And now all we have to do is go back to Central, grab the one from the fly trap, because we, unless I forgot one, we should have all four parts done. So I can go grab that one from Central. And then we just have to come back over here to go do the hardest puzzle then. And that should be quest completed in whatever time that comes out to by the end. We're currently at 12 minutes, because it is ticking down from 30 minutes right now, the current timer we have going. But I think we'll be able to make a 30-minute run. Well, definitely, obviously. I mean, we're trying to be 25 minutes. It's the time to beat right now. I don't think sub 20 will be possible, but who knows? Maybe we'll get it. Oh, not what I wanted. No! If we misclick less. Alright, put the bee in. Teleport to Central as soon as it goes in. And now I just need to go grab the one from the fly trap and then come all the way back to go and do the annoying puzzle. And now counting annoying puzzle, it looks like we're about 14 minutes in. Technically 13. But by the time we get there, it's going to be 14. Which means I would have to do the puzzle and turn everything in within 6 minutes then. Alright, so that confirms you don't actually have to talk to the plant afterwards. That is not actually required. Oh. It's just to check to see where they are. But at no point do you have to talk to the plant. It's simply just to give info of where the missing roots are. But it's not actually required to advance any dialogue or anything. Alright, let's go do the hardest part of the quest now. Hopefully we don't mess up any of the pieces here. It's just really easy to accidentally miss one in the wrong direction. But we'll work from the bottom and work our way up and just hope we don't miss any. But by the time we get fully in there, it looks like we have 15 minutes in. I highly doubt we can get that done in 5 minutes. Unless we get all of our clockwise and counterclockwise correctly very quickly. But sub 20 doesn't seem possible. Sub 22 would be nice though. Sub 20 is definitely possible. You would just have to be like really quick at everything. And have the two slightly better teleports that save a little bit of time. Because those two teleports probably save 1 minute if you have every teleport in this location. But we have none. We're using literally bare minimum. He's on this account. Alright, we got in at the 15-minute mark. Let's see how bad it's going to go. There's a billion people blocking our path as well. Alright, moment of truth. How badly is this going to go? And that one goes there, that one goes there, that one goes there. Is that correct? Yeah. That one needs to go into there. Boom. That one needs to be counterclockwise. This one needs to be turned around. This was a mistake I made last time on the other side. That needs to be a counterclockwise. This one needs to be a double turn, right? That needs to be going into center. This one's already correct, oddly enough. This one is a clockwise turn. No, it's counterclockwise. No! Time waste. Time waste. Okay, those are correct now. This needs to be double turned. The other one needs to be double turned. That one is correct. That one needs to be turned counterclockwise. This one is a clockwise. This one is a clockwise twice. Counterclockwise. This one already correct? No, this is a clockwise once. This is a counterclockwise once. I think that's correct. I can't actually tell. Wait, is that correct? I can't see it on my thing. Oh no. No. You have to do it clock. No. I was already that way. Wait, no. That's taking up so much time. I think it's that way, yeah. This one has to be turned all the way around, so it connects with that. That one's already correct. This one is turn twice. That one's already correct. This one is turn once. This one is already correct. This one is turn once. This one is clockwise, counter. Oh, no, I did that wrong. One clockwise would have done it. Alright, that should be correct now, I think. Why does this one look wrong? Wait. This one needs to be connecting to the thing. So that means I also didn't do this one, which is counterclockwise. Which means this one is clockwise. Which means that one needs to be turned there. Okay, good time on puzzle. Good time on puzzle. This isn't too bad. We have made a couple mistakes, but they're not that bad. Could have been way worse. Okay, please tell me this is correct as soon as I turn this. Otherwise, we got a problem. Yes! 0 mistakes! Alright, this is a really good time. This is a really good time. This might actually be sub 20. Use item on. Get the spray. Use item on. Get ready on the jar. I think this is a sub 20 run. Might even be sub 19. We're at 18 minutes right now. But I still got to turn in 2 Bs and do the final dialogue on them. But I'm pretty sure this is a sub 20. Anything above 10 minutes would be a sub 20 here. Since it's ticking down from 30. So we got 2 minutes then. To turn in 2 Bs and talk to final dialogue. Which I think we got it. Unless I forgot a B or something. I think we're good though. There should be everything. I just got to turn into 2 Bs, do whatever final dialogue there is, and boom, quest completed. Looks like it's a sub 19. And now we should just have to do whatever the final dialogue is. Huge. Wow, that was so much quicker than the previous one. Yep, there it is. Timer stop. That was what? That was 18 minutes and 23 seconds. So sub 20, very doable. I wonder if you could do sub 15. Honestly, probably would be with like optimal teleports, optimal everything. But yeah, that was an 18 minutes and 23 seconds run for the Beecause quest. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. Probably not the quickest anyone's done it yet, but that's still pretty solid. Alright, there we go. And then, of course, the beehive system if we want to mess with that later. But this one also has 50, so we can technically build 2. I'm not going to bother at the moment, though. I don't plan to manually get botanists up anytime soon. They're just going to be AFKing it. With that being said, let's go get this thing to its AFK activity, which is... Actually, what is it working on right now? I guess detective? I mean, merchant. And then we'll go get the other knowledge point that it needs later. Because what else does it need at the moment? I guess botanist. I don't know. Do you want to do botanist AFK? You're not at a level you could do it at the moment. So yeah, this looks like it's just going to merchant real quick. So I'll bring you back to olives. And I think that is everything completed then. We got our speed runs in. We got the quest completed. We'll have the retrospective video for the 1-year anniversary of the game coming out on Wednesday. We'll probably be a little bit late because I'm going to be partying all night. Because it's my birthday tomorrow. So I will still be doing a stream for tomorrow. It won't be Gems of War, Brighter Shores or anything though. It'll be some other game that we'll be trying for the first time. But yeah, we'll have the retrospective video out on Wednesday for Brighter Shores. The 1-year retrospective video. It's not really going to be well edited or anything. It's just going to be kind of just talking about a bunch of stuff. Still going to be going over quite a few things, but you know, still some video for it. We'll have that up late on Wednesday then, and then 2 weeks from now, 2 Mondays from now, we'll be streaming again for the 4-star quest in Mines of Bitumen. They already announced that they're going to do it, so unless they're going to be delaying it, we already know that the 4-star Mines of Bitumen quest will be coming out on the 17th, 2 Mondays from now. So we'll be doing that in 2 Mondays from now. And we'll do basically what we did today, I guess, and go through it 3 times, where we go through it blind on the main account, then we go and do like a partial speed run on the second account. And then we'll get like a perfect, well, perfect quotation mark. Where am I going, by the way? This is not the right spot. But, and then go get a quote-unquote perfect speed run on the other one. Or at least perfect routing. Maybe not perfect run, but at least perfect routing or close to perfect routing that we could do. But that'll be the game plan. We'll do that in 2 weeks then for next quest. And we'll pretty much just do that for every new quest, assuming all 3 accounts have the requirements for it. I wasn't able to do it on the previous one because neither of them have the botanist requirement. They still don't have the requirement for it. But for a lot of the other quests that are going to be coming in, as long as they have the requirement for it, we're going to do that, I guess, every single time a new quest comes out. Do it completely blind on the main, do like a partial quick run on the second account, and then try to get like a near perfect routing quick run on the final account then. And we'll be good to go. But anyways, guys, that'll wrap it up for now. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you for, I guess, the 1 year anniversary video, which we'll have late on Wednesday for obviously the 1 year mark, because November 5th is the 1 year of Brighter Shores. And then, yeah, 2 weeks from now, from today, we'll go on the 17th, we'll go do the new 4-star Mind of Batubin quest. Kind of like what we did today, where we go through it 3 times and go from there. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful week, wonderful month. And yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.